Here we go.
We're here. See,
Yes,
I'm
we
here.
are here, and I'm trying to get the audio to work, and it's not coming through. Hold on. Oh my God, it's freezing on me.
Here we go.
There we go. I think it's working. All right, everyone can hear us. Welcome to what'd you guys think of the what'd you guys think about the Tribar Awards part 1 there, Legion? Yeah, what did you guys feel about part 1 there? We did like a pre-roll because only 24 of you actually saw it on our YouTube channel, so I figured we have a concentrated audience tonight. Giggity, 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 giggity. So let's start with the intros. She is the very lovely and salty host of Lagging Out Live. Please welcome Blacklight Oni. He is the lovely bearded bastard that is the teddy bear of Lagging Out. We love him so much because he makes me look good in Halo Infinite because he's on the bottom of the list. Please welcome Hiro. I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah. There we go. It should work now. It should take a second. It should take a second to come back. Okay, it's working now. Yeah. Sorry about that.
There you go.
There's a delay in OBS when you click something. There's like a 5-second delay. So if you double click it, it turns it off and on again. So I'm sorry about that, guys. And he is the only host that runs at 60 frames a second. Please welcome our favorite agoraphobic Soda.
He's over the beatbox. He's over the beatboxing.
With his purple
And of course, I am the guy who just like kind of like rolls with everyone when everyone else is saying. I'm Chieftain. So, did anyone see my TikTok where I said that Blacklight Oni is going to have a huge surprise today? And it's driving me crazy. So press 1 if you heard about the rumors about the secret Christmas gift that she got from the 3 of us. Did anyone ever see that? Anyone hear that on social media?
I'm scared that you guys invested in something that I'm scared to say.
All right, so the challenge was, I was telling everybody, the challenge was make a Marine cry. So it's a 10-to-1 odds that she's not going to cry, but she can't sit.
Who's 10 people?
I don't know. I'm just making up the odds. Shut up, Oni. I figure it's 10-to-1 odds. That's what I'm guessing here. So without further ado,
this is a tough. I was gonna say this is a tough call right here. I don't think she would.
I don't know.
She's not very publicly emotional, but I know that she's got a soft spot for her friends.
I'm publicly emotional, but on the angry side.
Yeah,
exactly. So either she's gonna cry on the stream, or she's gonna find a way to punch us through the screen.
Well, guess we're gonna find out.
Yep.
Roll initiative, guys.
Yeah. So,
yes, and I love the reference. Let's see if I can do this.
Let's string this along a little bit. Does anyone in Legion chat have an idea what we got Blacklight Oni?
I'm scared that it's a computer.
Yeah.
You're silent and you're damned.
The damn was I was trying to roll for initiative in the chat and it didn't recognize the command.
Wait, we have a thing for that?
No, I thought we did. I'm gonna have to build it for us.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
Dark Nova says, I know, but I'm not gonna say. So do you think we should let her open up the box, guys? You think we should do that now?
Who says
Let's go for it?
Yeah. Well, she might have already opened it and sealed it back up, yeah.
That's how she goes to work with like one of those little
look, see? Yeah.
Actually, no. This one, well, I might have to start bringing it to work.
There we go. All right. So, Oni, go ahead and open up your gift. This is from me, Hiro, and Soda. So I'll do
All equally.
all equally. So
I will start off by saying thank you all very much for, doing this, for thinking of me. So before I even open it, it does mean a lot that you would even send me anything. Also, fuck my GPS. That bitch sent me on a road I don't really like going on when I could have just gone the regular way home because it's only like 2 blocks from my place. I'm like, Google, you bitch.
Just so you know that Princess Jamie and Breda Bandit know what it is.
Of course they do.
Why are they not here watching this?
Because they're probably streaming too.
Oh yeah, Brandon.
Jamie's definitely streaming.
Playing Apex, yeah.
Jamie's definitely streaming, and then Bandit did like an 8-hour stream, and she's got to do some adulting tonight. So
fair enough.
Playing, so
it took us 2 hours to get to ASU. Really, Dark Nova?
Oof.
Sorry, I'm on the struggle bus right now.
All right,
The struggle bus.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Just know I'm the one that picked the brand.
the dragon egg. That looks like my tattoo.
I'm just gonna
Oh shit!
not hinting at anything right here. Not hinting at anything right here.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you should probably not play poker, dude. If you didn't already know that.
I think she knows what it is now.
Well, I mean, after she saw the logo, the cat was
Yeah,
out
it
of
was
the bag.
blatantly obvious. Look at the
Well,
look
we
on
could
her
have put
face.
something else.
Look at the look on her face. Look at that.
Okay.
Oh, what is it? What is it, Oni?
Phoenix.
It's a
The
box.
inside. It's a box inside a box inside a box.
It's an
Well,
engagement.
we can't have this one breaking in transit like the last one.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know if that's a burn. Is that's a burn to? Oh, he went mute. Oh, he's yelling at somebody. Sorry about that.
Cut away.
Sorry about that. Cut away. All right.
Oh.
Okay. So she's gonna show us what Oni got her very own gaming PC. Yep. It's got a 512 boot drive and 2 terabytes. It's got the GeForce 2050 in it and a really nice camera. We like inside there, so that way you don't have to stream on your phone anymore.
Yeah.
Internet.
Well,
That's
we're
right.
trying to figure that out too.
Yeah, we've already figured that out.
Well, no, I could pay for internet. I'm just trying to penny pinch like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I get
just,
you.
Actually, who's your phone provider again, Oni?
It's Metro PCS.
I don't know anything about them, so I can't help you there.
Metro PCS is owned by T-Mobile. They probably do. They offer hotspot through. I have hotspot data I can use, but it's only 10 gigs.
Yeah.
To put that into perspective, the last several months I've been using like 60 because I am constant. I live on the internet. Okay?
So
Not on Twitter though, because fuck Twitter.
Because Twitter's not a real place. We all know that,
Oni's
thanks to
been-
Dave Chappelle.
Oni's been with us for I don't know about 5-6 years now, and she works her fucking ass off, and she never asks for anything, and she does anything and volunteers at her time. So the old men at Lagging Out figured, you know what? Oni's starting a new career. She needs a nice computer. So for Christmas, we all chipped in and we got her a nice gaming laptop, so she doesn't need. She doesn't have to like go on her phone to figure out Google word sheets anymore. She can go on. Are you crying?
No,
You
but
are? I see you crying. Don't lie to me.
So what I'm going her Asian's showing.
I know. Hang on. Let me.
Oh my god.
That's basically what I look like in the morning. I swear, I'm like, wow, I look really Asian when I wake up. And then I get all thirsty, and I'm like, yeah, and it's gone.
It's okay, because when I'm smiling, I look Asian too. I've had people that say that they insist that I am part Asian, but I'm definitely all white asshole.
I cannot even joke about this. The last of the computers I've owned, most of them were given to me or they were gifted. So I bought my first computer, and I still have it, and he still works. I got to charge him, and his screen doesn't work because someone broke it. It wasn't me. Then I was gifted an HP that just crapped out. It was the one you worked on, actually, Hiro.
Yeah, I remember.
There was no saving it. Then there was another one, and that didn't last very long, but it was also Windows 8.1, so it wasn't that big a loss. Badger bought me a computer when I was about to start going back to school as a thank you because I purchased her computer when she went to school. And then you guys just bought me a really nice gaming laptop. Like, I can game on my other laptop, but it's really not meant for gaming.
Right.
And he definitely gets hot quick.
That's almost a feature of laptops. They do get hot, but
I also know he can't process a lot of things at the same time. Like Photoshop kind of started running him a little ragged. Now I understand Photoshop's a big program.
Can you show Legion the laptop again? Can you hold it up for the chatters? So this is what we got her. It's I don't know what it is.
An MSI.
MSI.
I don't know I don't know what the model is, but it is an MSI. And by the way, that logo lights up red, so it looks really fucking cool. I'm not much on vanity lights and stuff. I actually don't care for RGB, but when it comes to laptops, they're freaking cool about it.
Yeah, it's
keyboard lights up.
This is the size I would probably use because I really don't need anything too big. I'm one person.
Yeah, and it's 144 hertz monitor, which is really rare on a laptop.
Yeah, like you can't get a 140 like they're still rare because they're crazy expensive. Like I have dual 60 hertz. I don't even run 144s, so you're technically your laptop is better than my PC.
And there's all kinds of features.
And again,
Hiro did a lot of like R&D for that. Like, let's pick this.
Oh, I know you probably were looking up all the specs and comparing them on a sheet and going, look, this is just not good enough. Or does she really need all that for that price?
To answer that, my response is basically I was doing that, and nothing but the best for my sister.
Thank you. It means a lot, and I will probably charging him, turning him on, kicking in the tires tonight. Even though I have to get up early tomorrow morning, it's like it's working, it's fine.
So a message from Mrs. Hiro. I obviously, being that we share financial information amongst ourselves, I was like, hey, is this okay? And as soon as I asked it, she didn't even bat an eye. She was like, yes. Aww. And I'm like, you're sure? She's like, is it for the business? Yeah. We stream, we do recordings and stuff. Yes. So.
No, because then I might not even have to. I mean, although I do love PlayStation. Well, I love what PlayStation used to stand for.
Yeah.
I might even be able to get PC versions of games that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
There's a lot in the new, a lot coming out in the release cycle this upcoming year for PS5 and the new Xbox
which I don't have.
They've got dual release, or not dual, but I should say multi-platform release.
Yeah.
Obviously, not that I know it's not your forte, but I mean, Halo Infinite is on Xbox, on PS5, and on Steam right now. And Halo Infinite, we've been playing it multiplayer, and it's free download. So, the multiplayer is free download, I'll say.
Touche. I mean, most people are playing it for multiplayer at this point. Not that Halo doesn't have a story.
Well, as far as that
goes,
goes,
out yet.
I was gonna say, as far as that goes, it's just the multiplayer is out now, but the campaign is not. And if I had an argument for any first person shooter to have a right to exist based on story, it's Halo. Its story is huge.
The story.
I mean,
Story is
yeah.
really good. Yeah. So yeah, like
But we had
Thank you,
fun.
Dark Nova.
We spent quite a bit of. What day did we do that? I don't even remember. But
Wednesday.
we
No, Monday or Sunday. Like it was a weekend, right?
I don't remember. But it was a fun day, and we were hoping you would be happy when you got it.
It was Sunday, actually. Now that I think about it, it was Sunday.
So basically, it was the one day I wasn't there, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
no, I catch on. No, it.
Yeah. We had. Well, that was completely unintentional. Like it was.
Yeah, it was really just coincidence that it worked that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So that is indeed
Yeah.
I'm pleased. I am pleased because seeing you smile like that is worth it. God
Totally.
damn it.
Totally.
I
And
agree.
Merry Christmas, by the way.
Yes,
Thank
Merry
Now
Christmas.
I have to do something for you guys that
No.
can even
No.
amount to
No.
aside from just a Merry Christmas, or unless you celebrate Hanukkah, then Happy Hanukkah. Because I'm. Oh, by the way, Happy Hanukkah, anyone who's out there.
That's right.
It is
Happy
it is
Hanukkah,
Hanukkah right now.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Don't get sick on guilt. I mean, or do. It's your life.
I really
Dreidel.
This is from like you've already paid your dividends for that computer.
I would say.
And I don't
you've
even know
already
you for that
done
long, and I would say you deserve that laptop.
You deserve that. Just get a controller so we can play Halo, or the keyboard.
The mouse and keyboard actually.
Does it work?
If I had a
That's the one thing we
recommendation,
forgot to get her is a mouse.
I actually have a controller. It's an Afterglow controller. So
MSI does branding for laptops, computers, motherboards, mice, keyboards, monitors, and also, yes.
Yeah, that's the controller I got. That's the thread.
you guys just want to have MSI just like sponsor us at some point?
I would love to. Oh, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And by the way, Amazon for the MSI branded mouse, keyboard, and headset combo, Amazon is pretty fucking cheap. I got this whole set for like $15.
Wow. I got these are Steel Series. So, and they're supposed to be the RGB, but they don't work with my mixer. They work if I directly plug it in. Like, I have a hodgepodge of shit. And I know that Oni liked Asus stuff, but we couldn't find an Asus thing within the price range we can afford.
Acer.
Oh,
Acer.
It was an Asus?
Badger like Asus. And Apple.
Oh, okay.
But I like Acer, but I've never truly gamed with Acer. Acer's just a roundabout computer. If you want something.
Thank you, Hemi. Thank
Hemi
you.
says he uses a couple of tuna cans and a string.
He lives out in the middle of a country. That's why.
Hey, look, my Ace. I will say, everyone's got a different experience. Acer's been good for me, and it's been good to me. But I also know the limitations of those. I love, because again, I wasn't gaming because I knew that computer was not meant for gaming in terms of. Let me just load up,
So
now you
to
don't have
allay your
excuse.
concerns, so to speak, I would say every brand that produces laptops has a gaming model.
Yeah, now they do. I mean,
and they didn't used to. And Acer, I haven't heard anything good or bad as far as their gaming model goes. But my claim to knowledge on Acer is that they've been a fantastic workhorse, and that doesn't really say much.
You want to run programs, you want to be able to surf the web, and you want it to turn on and off when you need it to. That's what it's good for. And it's not too expensive, especially for what you're paying for. So as long as you take care of it, it should serve several years of dutiful use. But I knew I was gonna be pushing my luck if I tried anything harder than the last main game I really played on there was the copy you gave me, actually, Chief, of Telltale Games' Wolf Among Us. But I would only play like a couple of chapters at a time because of how hot that computer would run, and I would kind of go, oh, it skipped a little bit.
That's TMI there, Hemi. I'm not even going to repeat that.
Just don't send them to my, my site, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
His favorite colors are his website.
If I can get Steam transferred over, which, I mean, of course I can. Being able to play Wolf Among Us or Ori and the Blind Forest, or even purchasing the new Ori game that came out like 2 years ago, I can actually play those.
A nice game.
And it was very sweet of you gents to do that. Thank you very much.
You're worth it. You're worth more than that.
Very much worth it.
That's what we can afford, but you're worth more than that.
Nova Dragon, I'm not sure how to take this, but I'm going to put it out there for the public anyways. He says, that's a true thing, as well as it's weird as hell.
What context is that?
I don't.
Yes, and I need more context. Context missing.
I think he's referring to what Hemi uses his computer for, which males 18 to 24 use laptops for, let's say.
Or their phones. Or tablets.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what my MacBook is for, because there's no viruses on there. So
I would venture to say Linux, but
yeah, Linux as well. Yep, as well. So yeah, so we got that anyway, because the reason why we did that first is because Oni was telling us that I'm going crazy here, like I need to know what it is.
Basically.
So I'm like, okay, let's do that with my Chewbacca Christmas on there, but
I have Star Wars shirts every day. Yeah. Like they really do. And actually, one of the minor league sports teams out here apparently had some limited run Star Wars jerseys, like worn by the players.
Cool.
And one of them was a recoloration of the most quintessential scene in Star Wars, the classic Star Wars, of Luke Skywalker silhouetted on Tatooine with the twin suns, which was
spooky. Ho 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 ho, silly Jedi.
That's good.
Tatooine. Every time I see that.
Did you know the Hutts? Sorry.
No, I was done. Go ahead.
Did you know Hutts are actually hermaphrodites?
Chieftain the Hut. No, I didn't know they were hermaphrodites.
That's actually legit canon. I am dead serious.
I could have gone the rest of my life not knowing that and be perfectly happy.
Yeah, well, welcome to this reality.
I am Pizza the Hut. Pizza the Hut ate himself to death today in the back.
That was a classic movie.
Yep.
We should do Lagging Out movie night with Spaceballs in the Discord chat.
Hell yeah.
Spaceballs was a gift.
Yeah, like
yes.
Mel Brooks is a gift.
That was how you did a parody movie, or Young Frankenstein. But Young Frankenstein, I mean, that's obviously a short list of best movies ever.
Just really quick, guys, you could also, if you haven't done so already, but make sure you follow us on Twitter and YouTube, it'd be greatly appreciated. We put a lot of work into this stuff, so I actually lose sleep over it, of what content I need to do. And we want to do more funny stuff. Like I want to put Oni in an A10 and just have like the top of her head on the front view with the helmet. And then, I think that would be hilarious. And then,
that is absolutely going to be hilarious.
I got to find an A10. I just bought, just a little bit of context, I spent a lot of money last week.
Clearly.
I re-upped my 3D software. It was $1,400, and it comes with mocap and a mocap feature and stuff that we could use for Tri-Bar Awards and funny stuff, kind of like the Iron Man stuff I did last year or 2
Be
years ago.
forewarned, Oni is currently playing Pokemon Go.
No, I'm not. I'm actually typing.
Well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go play Halo now. Bye. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and bang that little heart. And the note. No, just kidding. So we're gonna go through we're gonna kind of keep it kind of pithy, I think, or as pithy as we can do it, Hiro. Right? So we have a couple of subjects, and please ask questions if you are
Absolutely.
We
unsure.
encourage questions.
Yeah, and a very special and pithy Chief this corner. You're actually going to see the video game I worked on that got released 2 weeks ago, so I can actually show you guys the indie game that I worked on. I know Oni loves indie games, so we're going to do it's straight from the Oculus website, and it's a quick 90-second demo. And I'll show you what I've been working on during the year as well. So if you guys want to see it. So yeah. So what's the first thing we're going to talk about, Mr. Hiro?
Well, me personally, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I went and I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's old news at this point, but we weren't live last Friday because holidays in America. I will give you 100% full disclosure. This movie was fucking gold.
Wow.
Ghostbusters Afterlife was everything I wanted from a Ghostbusters sequel, and it took it straight to the feels. It took it straight to all the Easter eggs and the the callbacks to the original and to the second Ghostbusters. And I might be reaching a little bit, but there is a scene in particular that comes to mind. They are looking at basically a timeline of paranormal events throughout world history, and they reference the ghost attack in New York. They reference the events from Ghostbusters 2, and I might be reaching when I say but there's some months or some years reference after that those two events that I, fact check me if you want, believe were direct call outs to cartoon episodes.
Oh, really?
Yes. And this is spoiler free at this point. If you have not seen it, I am not going to spoil it.
Hey, you know what's better than a $5,000 PC?
Oh, Lord.
Onis.
Yes. And there is they pay respects not just to the OG Ghostbusters, but to Harold fucking Ramis.
Good. I was hoping that
they
would
pay
happen.
respects. It is just it's just good. I can't say it enough that this movie was good. Fuck all the critics. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
How do you really feel?
Well, I think I just made it clear.
Oh, okay. More rhetorical.
It's good to hear that there are still people out there making and respecting these movies, these memories,
now,
these points in time you truly be able to revisit.
Yes, and I'm going to apologize for jumping over you real quick.
Please.
It may have something to do, like the reason it actually turned out really good might have something to do with the fact that the director was the director's son from the OG Ghostbusters. Yes.
Reitman?
Yes.
It's
Jason Reitman. I think his name is Jason Reitman is the guy that directed this one, and it's Ivan.
I thought his
Reitman.
father directed it.
Ivan Reitman directed the original.
I know. I thought he did this one too. Oh no, Jason Reitman is just right there, just popped up. Yeah.
Is he still alive? Is the father still alive?
Yes. He's still alive. They did an interview about the original Ghostbusters, and he was there. They were talking with Dan Aykroyd, Reitman, and a little bit of Bill Murray. But Bill Murray's a little bit of an enigma. He's a little weird, so it's hard to get him for anything. But they were talking about the older film and optical effects. I know you guys don't like to hear me talking about that sort of stuff, but
actually I don't mind because they used a lot of original style special effects from the original Ghostbusters.
And you have to, if you want to maintain that style and you want to maintain continuity, that's going to help with the storytelling, but it's also going to help it with the viewers.
Right. It's optical effects opposed to CG.
But
you can't really replicate. Well, you can't replicate it and make it look like authentic, like an 80s
Right,
of
and like
I mean, no, but you can
this,
get.
and here's the real cool thing that, like, first of all, you want to talk about special effects, I'm all for it. Like I said, they use a lot
There
of
it
the
is. See
same
that there,
stuff.
right there, that shot right there.
Yeah, they use a lot of the same special effects. They used the original Ecto one.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
great.
if you didn't, that would be a
But
crime.
like, and here's the real kick in the teeth, I think, to people that have been dogpiling and hating on this film. They straight up said, like, these critics straight up say that this movie is just nostalgia bait. It's not good. It's terrible. Blah blah blah. And the whole reason that all these critics are just pissing all over this movie is because they're mad because they shill for the 2016 Ghostbusters. And I think that the real kick in the teeth about the 2016 Ghostbusters versus Ghostbusters Afterlife is the fact that Jason Reitman came right out and straight up said, "Hey, I don't hate what's his name, Paul Feige or whatever his name is, the guy that directed the 2016 one."
Yeah,
He straight came out and said, "Hey, I have no animosity towards the guy. I'm glad that somebody else is making stories in the Ghostbusters universe, and I welcome other people to make stories in the Ghostbusters universe." He straight out class act said, "Hey, you know, I don't hate it." He said it was all right. And then he went on to say that he wants more people to make more stories in the Ghostbusters universe.
that's
Fucking-
open invitation.
Fucking that right there, class fucking act. On top of that, the next thing that I think just shits on the whole narrative about hate between the two is Ghostbusters Afterlife made their movie in the, I think it was something like $70 million price tag.
That's really
Like 70, it was like something like $75 million, I want to say. You guys, somebody can fact check me, please, if you will.
That's really
But
cheap.
I'm running the player
reason-
now, so someone else can do it.
I
Oni, put on your computer and check.
I need internet. Hang on, I got my two screens. Hang on.
But fact of the matter is the big deal about Ghostbusters Afterlife is that it's already made its money back as far as the expenses of making the movie. It right now has already crossed, I want to say it's over 100 million box office. You know what? I'm just going to look this up specifically. But it's basically already made its money back. And meanwhile, Ghostbusters 2016 was I want to say 100 to 200 million dollar movie, and it didn't make its own money back even for production costs, let alone marketing.
Dark Nova Dragon says, if it's something ain't broke, don't fix it. I think that's a pretty good.
That is fact.
Ding, ding.
Current.
Yeah, it's getting
current-
a. Sorry.
You're fine. Current box office is $116.6 million US dollars for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Currently is what it's at. Production budget $75 million. I was right. How about
Dang, that's not bad.
Ghostbusters 2016 budget $144 million US dollars, and Ghostbusters 2016 box office $229.1 million. Did not make back its combined marketing and production, which is why it's considered a failure.
Is that the other one that came out a couple of years ago or Afterlife?
Yeah, Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh, okay.
Its box office was $229.1 million US dollars, and the rule of thumb when it comes to production costs and marketing is basically you triple your production costs, and that's what your marketing budget is. So they did not triple $144 million.
Just so everyone has a context, if you have $3 million lying around and you want to give to Lagging Out on a dono to open up our studio, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
So here's how I
It just
feel.
blows
Since
right
Dark
over it.
Nova. So I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I'm on a train of thought.
Yeah.
Since Dark Nova Dragon says 2016 was half baked, here's what I'll say about it.
Fake
Here's
news.
what I'll say about it. Is Ghostbusters 2016 had, in my opinion, a great leading cast, and those ladies, all four of them comedians and fantastic female lead comedians in their own rights. I think
Tread
with
lightly.
that cast, I think in that cast they could have taken on almost any fucking thing and made gold and made bank. The problem is that the director was trying to make a new, like, reimagining of the
Jason
Ghostbusters
here,
storyline,
Ghostbusters News, the doc.
and because it was, I think because they focused on comedy for the Ghostbusters movie, that it was a severe misstep. I think that you can only do so much with writing that is bad, and when you're making something that is a fan favorite and something so goddamn beloved as Ghostbusters,
Mm-hmm.
you have to make something in the same vein, because nostalgia is what's going to bring your old fans, your original fans, and then what you make now is what's supposed to bring your new fans. You have to capture both imaginations from two different generations.
And people will know. They will know if you don't respect the source material.
Exactly.
And it's like I'm seeing some people on the internet say they're tired of their childhood heroes basically being beaten down.
Fuck you, Michael
and
Bay and
shamed.
Transformers.
It's and
Come on,
again,
or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How dare you do that? Like,
Yeah.
How dare you do that to your fucking fans?
like
Yeah.
part
That's
of the
in
marketing
teaser. That's
from
in the teaser. I was waiting
Yeah.
for her to say that. How dare you do that to your fucking fans?
if you want to, like, and here's my opinion as far, again, I'll just throw my opinion back out there again.
Opinions are like assholes. That's why we invited you. Thank you, Hiro. Thank you, Hiro. Go ahead.
Ghostbusters 2016, you are allowed to like it, you're allowed to hate it. That is my opinion. It is
Thank you for your
okay.
permission. Appreciate it.
It is okay to like something. Yeah, I love the surprised look there, Soda. Sitting there with the goddamn eye twitch like he wants to say something so bad. Like, outright, Ghostbusters 2016, I didn't like it. And there's a lot of people around me that did. I thought it was disrespectful. I absolutely despised how they marketed it. Basically, this is a women's show. If you don't like it and you're a man, well, it's not for you. And I heard that a lot.
You're
then-
misogynist and you have toxic masculinity, dude.
Yeah,
That's why you
What?
don't like it.
I
Oh,
did hear
yeah.
that a lot.
Doing that, I did.
And then on top of that, I really didn't care for how any of the male cast was portrayed in that movie. Just automatically, every male character was a blathering fucking idiot or intentionally an asshole just because the person he was talking to was a woman. It was like first class. It was like on the nose misogyny on display. Male characters being like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about because you're a woman." Like literally the words that came out of the dude's mouth. Again, fucking didn't like it. That said, other people did like the movie. Yeah, that's fine. You can like bad movies. Some people like what was that Superman movie recently? Some people like that movie.
Man of Steel.
I think that was it. It was
I just
okay.
Some of us
accidentally
like
clicked on
Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, that
Some
was
of us
horrible.
like to the X-Men movies, as campy as they were.
Yes. I accidentally clicked on a video and ruined the movie for me. Like
Oh.
it didn't say spoiler on it. I should have went by the title and said, okay, I shouldn't open this up, and I did, and I'm just like,
Ooh.
Yep.
And I don't want. You know what? I'm gonna ruin it for everyone else. I'm gonna put it on the. I'm just kidding. I'm like,
If I have to suffer, you all have to suffer.
like,
Click.
fuck. I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen because I was talking to Hiro about it a couple of weeks ago. I go, is this particular thing going to happen? And it wasn't Egon or anything like that, but it was something else. I go, I was like, I know this particular thing is going to happen, but I'm not 100% sure. And I'm like, ah, man, even the shot composition was beautiful. And I'm just like, oh,
Like,
I don't want to watch it.
And you know what also just got me for this movie? This movie, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but this movie had absolute across the board diversity, and it was organic, amazing, right? It was organic diversity, and the story was good. Like, it wasn't just, oh, did I mention that this person's black? They're awesome because they're black. Did I mention this person is black? Like, seriously, I don't need you to tell me like 7,000 fucking times. But it was amazing because it was amazing. It was well done. It was well led. It has a basically, I'll say, like, basically each of the main characters that you follow in the story, it's almost like a beat for beat carbon copy of the OGs as far as each character. Like, one character is zany and crazy and just really talkative. The other character is like just really quiet, really smart, doesn't really express emotions the same way as everybody else. Well, that's Egon, right? And then you had another character that was just, he was just kind of there, like trying to make his way in the world kind of character. And then you had the other female character, and she was also another character's love interest, and that's what made it really hilarious, just the way that whole dynamic worked out. So it just, every character seemed to like kind of match the original Ghostbusters as the movie was going with their personality. Like, it wasn't really a carbon copy, it just felt like it.
It was, you could feel the resemblance. You could see the resemblance. But
really,
they still made their characters their own. It's just, again, it's connecting the past to the present, that for as much as things change, there are certain things that will still remain the same.
Yeah.
There are certain character types, people.
If I could say I recommend this, I personally, because I loved it, I loved the original Ghostbusters, I'm a fan, I would give it a 10 out of fucking 10. Is it a 10 out of 10? Well, no, not necessarily. Not if you just look at it and be like, rate it honestly. No. But I will say it is a 10 out of 10. And I say, if you have the money to go watch it in theaters, go watch it in theaters.
Do.
Who you gonna call?
The feels I get from there is what I got on playing Halo Infinite the last week.
Oh yeah.
I was like, a little rusty. That's okay. I get
But
it.
it feels kind of like slipping on an old pair of shoes. You're like, I kind of remember how this feels.
I'm like, yeah, it's like an old girlfriend.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I don't think your current girlfriend would like to hear about that, but you know how you do.
What she doesn't know won't kill her.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
She'll know. I guarantee she'll find out.
She don't know. She don't watch the show.
Bruh,
I don't let her watch it because I'll get in trouble. I don't let her watch it.
No, then you act like this one.
And as far as the single ladies in the crowd are concerned, I am single.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just kidding.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
No, moving on. Soda's like, I am, but you don't want to date anybody, Soda.
Have you seen the options out there, dude? They don't look good.
Special person?
What?
Only?
Oh,
what's the matter with your mic?
Why are you not talking, bro?
Is your mic not working?
No, it's working. I'm just on a phone call. So
okay.
I just said I haven't talked 15 minutes and they hadn't said anything, and my brother was like, "Man, what a bunch of dicks."
It's like, well, it's like they're talking about Ghostbusters for 30 minutes.
I barely said anything about it. I haven't even seen the movie.
I know.
No,
I was the one running my
anything.
mouth the whole fucking time.
No, it's like because you're the only one who saw it. I didn't see it, so I gotta see it, but I don't think I'm never gonna go out and see it.
Ah, man, you need to.
I know.
If anything, it deserves the theater visit.
It probably does. I got a 72-inch TV. I could just sit really close to it.
I don't know if it's out on streaming services yet because
Probably
I don't knowing the Reitmans, they will insist that the theaters get their dues
cut.
first.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, so far it looks like they're in good shape to make their money back anyways, so
Oh my God, yes. But talking about nostalgia and talking about franchises that were ruined, and I know Star Wars was already mentioned. Rumors have been made public. I don't know how else to
Rumors
say
brought to you by Hiro and Rogue Energy
But-
Drink.
it. The rumors that I've been hearing regarding Star Wars is that Dave Filoni and his compadre, I can't remember the other dude's name, at the
give me a
moment.
second. Give me a second.
Dead air.
I see. Never mind. Keep going. I'll remember it in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Let's see.
It's the director of Iron Man who also plays Happy.
Yes, I can't fucking remember his name. right
Oh,
now.
he directed?
He was also in Chef, by the way. Great
Yes,
role.
he was good in Chef.
Yes.
Chef-
he was.
If you
That
haven't
was
seen the
fucking
movie Chef,
good.
you need to watch the movie Chef. There's a lot of life. There's a lot of love in that movie. A lot of cameos. It's a very good look into what the food industry can be like. Also, what it does to families.
Well, I can
Sorry.
kind of like relate to that. It doesn't necessarily even have to be about food. It's like if you're really good at what you do, but they
You're
don't like it.
dedicated.
Yeah, like that happened early in my career. I was fucking good at what I did, but I had like a really bad attitude. So
Mm.
I lost work early in my career because of that. So I had to straighten my ass out.
And in certain
Jon
environments,
Favreau.
Jon Favreau,
that's
yes.
it.
Yes.
and in certain instances, that type of attitude is almost encouraged, or at least it's not discouraged often enough to not allow it to keep festering. So, but it's a great movie. So if you think all he's ever done is Iron Man, oh no. Chef was a great movie. Also, he was great in The Replacements. Just putting that out there.
I don't remember that. I don't think I saw that.
It had Keanu Reeves, who was willing to take a pay cut so long as Gene Hackman could be in the movie.
Yeah, that doesn't.
It's
unfortunately.
it's a football movie. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. Now I remember. Now, yeah, because it was like, I remember. Yeah, thank
Yep.
you. Yeah, I did see that.
Okay, anyways, back to Dave Filoni
Anyways.
and John.
So, rumors, and my source would be WDW Pro, who is known to be a Disney insider and shares his information a lot as a writer on a couple of blogs, and he has his own Patreon where he has a paywall and stuff. I have it as him as a source, and an actual journalist in public media. I can't remember the person's name right now, but that one's not really as important to me because I don't approve of journalists in the current state of media. But WDW Pro has openly stated that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have basically hashed out a deal with Disney to be in charge of Disney Star Wars movies going forward, and that Kathleen Kennedy is being kept away from Star Wars property for the
Yay!
foreseeable future. Now, this
Talking
again,
about
The
shitting on our
Force is with
childhood-
us. The Force is finally
You're
with
out of
us.
there.
Now, just keep in mind, though, Kathleen Kennedy has been signed on for a continuing contract for leading Lucasfilm for the next 3 years.
Thank you, Paul, for
Hey.
doing something.
Probably either following or subscribing. Thank you.
Yep.
I think it's a dono.
But yes,
But thank
This
you so much.
is-
I appreciate that. so much. Thank you.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you. I have to like fix that alert because I can't. It's too big. I
Yeah,
couldn't read
it's
it.
too big and it's off the screen.
Yeah,
What she
my
said.
alerts are too small, too big.
So
Look,
I don't.
if
Go ahead, Oni, because I know you're excited.
if Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, obviously they're definitely gonna want to keep continuing The Mandalorian if they can get Gina Carano back on.
Oh,
I
God,
know
hope
they
do.
would, but part of me hopes. I'm just saying, I would probably even take my ass to a theater to watch this. I'm not a movie person. If they did anything to do with not just the extended universe that used to be considered canon, so not just Grandmaster Luke Skywalker. I mean, with the biggest, baddest character in the entire universe. The reason why the universe is shaped in the way it is, with what's beyond. Spoiler alert, it's Abeloth. If they did anything with her, they would probably make it. They would make it. It would be
They could.
terrifying. It would be horrifying. It would be grotesque, but it would be so suspenseful. A true battle between good and evil. And that's one of the only battles where the Sith and the Jedi actually were like, oh yeah, this is really bad. Truce? Truce. Okay, let's go. I think the Yuzon Vong were even involved in that battle because they were like, oh, that's really bad. Wow, we thought we were bad? No, that's worse. So they would be able to tell that story.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
They love Star Wars.
And I really want them to make the Luke Skywalker a clone and not be the original Luke Skywalker in the 3 new movies. I want him to be the clone.
The as far as rumors go, and as far as that is, again, this is just a rumor, but it's from this rumor is from a source that is right more often than wrong. And I mean significantly more often than wrong. But
hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Paul LeBerg subscribed to YouTube. Just so you know. I wanted to clear that up. It popped up on my feed.
Join our Discord. Join our Discord and let loose.
Yeah, like we're not on YouTube right now. We're on Twitch, but thank you for the subscribe.
Absolutely.
Go ahead,
well,
guys.
if this person subscribed, they'll get the notification when we re-upload this.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, going as far as rumors go, there was a rumor that a retcon, quote unquote, was on the table that tied the Mandalorian, the Clone Wars cartoon. It was like this big rumor, and it was like a storyline that was on the table that would tie it together with how they could actually make it so that the Disney trilogy would get retconned, quote unquote. It wouldn't technically be retconned. This was like a rumor from like last year, but it was going to be a retcon that kept this story, like the Disney trilogy, like it happened, but it was in one of the other universes within the Star Wars universe through the use of the Veil of the Force that was featured in the Clone Wars, I think it was, where it actually had Ahsoka Tano and in a fight scene with Darth Vader. Basically, she would have died in the fight with Darth Vader if it hadn't been for somebody who had gone through the Veil of the Force and pulled her out of that instance. Because in the movie trilogy from Disney, Ahsoka Tano, and it's a spoiler, but I only know it because I was reading it. I didn't see the last Disney Star Wars movie because I absolutely hate them. Yes, I know. Let's let everybody know how I feel.
I got a review copy for an award show, so I knew I was going to get that, so I was going to watch it, and I liked it, so fuck you.
But anyways, I know that in the Disney movie trilogy, Ahsoka Tano is dead already. Her Force Ghost is featured in that movie.
Oh.
But she's alive in The Mandalorian. She's the one that tells the Mandalorian where to take Grogu. And if it hadn't been for
that happens after Jedi, and what you're referring to is something that happened before Jedi. She died before Jedi, but she's showing up in Mandalorian later, right? I want to make sure
what I'm saying is she's featured as a Force ghost at the end of the Disney trilogy, and The Mandalorian occurs after that, technically.
It's after Jedi. It's immediately after Jedi.
Right. So, and technically, like the way the rumor plays it, as far as the storyline, the timeline.
I honestly don't know why we're even delving in a rumor that's not. It seems ridiculous to me.
It does seem ridiculous, but it's a rumor that I'd actually heard from proven insiders that this was on the table to happen, but.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to be able to say, I want control.
Oh, Moabiti!
Oh,
shit. What's up, brother?
You have to make sure it's just sweet enough for them to want to take it. So by offering, hey, if you give us control over what we want to be able to control, we will allow those movies to not be utterly retconned. We will still find a way to connect them.
Right.
But we will tell the stories we want to tell. And we will tell them how we want to tell it. And we want control over who gets to help us tell that story.
Nova, well, a Marine is not a soldier. That's two different things. That's insulting. I don't think you know that. A Marine is not a soldier. A Marine is a Marine. A soldier is Army. Just so you know. I know you didn't. I know that wasn't your intention. But I'm just letting you know, and I'm sure Oni's not offended because if you don't know, you don't know. It's fine. I'm just trying to be really nice about it so Oni doesn't bite your head off.
Internal facepalm.
No, it's okay. I'm just letting you know.
It's a cultural thing. It's a Marine cultural thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So
in my TikTok, I say Marine in TikTok. I tell them, go check us out. We're gonna make a Marine cry. That's what I was really hoping your sister didn't see that on TikTok, Oni. Or Death Gamer. I was really praying. I was like, I hope she doesn't open up her big mouth and tell you.
Well, Badger hasn't said anything, so
well,
but Badger did respond to the family chat. So I'm gonna go check the family chat once I'm off the phone here. But
a Marine is a less equipped soldier. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Moabiti, shots fired.
Wow, Moabiti. Oh.
What happened?
He said a Marine is a less equipped soldier.
Yeah, and yet we still kill things with our fists. Have you seen the Doomslayer?
True story.
Warhammer 40K. What are they called? Space Marines. What are we not allowed to have? Space Marines, because we'd probably want to fuck everything. Wow, Marines doing Marines.
Yeah. Anyways, wow. Grift ball. I like it.
You know, that just looks like it would hurt to throw at someone's face.
Kind of does.
I wanted them to have, instead of oddball, I wanted it to be grift ball. That'd have been great.
Anyways.
But go ahead, sorry.
To wrap up
Having
our rumor conversation.
Little rumor.
Ultimately, the way this quote retcon was supposed
Hero's
to work
Rumor Corner.
It was gonna utilize the Veil of the Force, something to do with the mirrors of, I can't remember what they're called. It's something that they covered in Clone Wars and some of the books. That it just tied everything together. Basically, if Ahsoka hadn't been saved in her fight against Vader at the time that she fought Vader, then she would have been killed, and the timeline we would have gotten would have been the timeline that led to the Disney trilogy. And because she had been saved by somebody, I can't remember who it was, who had been trapped in the veil, then we get the timeline that leads to the Mandalorian, where she's there to tell the Mandalorian, hey, you go here and you will meet this Jedi, this important Jedi, and that's when it turns out to be. Oh wait, I can't tell that one.
But isn't it still tragically sad though that no matter what the outcome, no matter what could have happened, Anakin was going to become Vader. That was the will of the Force.
Yes, but
Isn't
that was because he was the one to balance the Force.
Exactly, by slaughtering most of the Jedi, and then killing the other Sith Lord. But here's the thing: balance has a funny way of working, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's true.
Also, Order 66 was a much more mellow version of genocide than several other Sith wars.
Yeah.
Malachor 5.
Well, and the reason why the Force ended up out of balance was because the path that the Sith took. I don't remember which Sith Lord it was that made the decision after one of the many Sith wars that just killed so many of the Dark Jedi. They said there will only ever be two Sith,
I think
the Master and the Apprentice.
Someone correct me. I want to say it was Darth Bane. Don't quote me on that. Someone check it out, please.
Bane?
On to another subject because I'm pretty sure.
Nova says Sidious. I don't know if that's Sidious.
No, Sidious followed the rule of two, but Sidious did not create the rule of two.
Yep.
Because Sidious was the apprentice to Plagueis, who
I think it was
one.
Plagueis, though.
No, Plagueis did not create it either.
No, I just remember the name. Yeah.
Warhammer was made before the Marines because separated from the Navy. So the Space Marines are part of the Space Navy.
It was Bane.
Said. But
yes, I freaking knew it. See, this is what happens when Oni gets caught on the internet for too long, and there's nothing but Star Wars. Anyways,
we're dragging this particular segment on a little too long.
Drive, we don't need to be going down. Anyways.
Yeah, this will turn into a huge nerd corner if we keep talking about that.
The only other news I remember is news that no one really wants to cover. So,
well, that's on the list.
It's on.
You want to go ahead?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you. You can.
I was going to talk about how Alec Baldwin decided to say the gun, he didn't pull the trigger on the gun.
Yeah, a ghost did it. I remember that.
Yeah.
Let's break this down.
Yeah, because I want to know what Joy Behar has to say, because she said Kyle Rittenhouse had fake tears. So was Alec Baldwin's tears real? Find out at noon. I don't know.
Good question.
It is a good question.
An article that came out
I was sitting on that for an hour. Go ahead.
Pretty soon after the incident on that set, a sheriff from that New Mexico county came out and said what the firearm used was. And essentially, it was a single-action revolver that used Colt 45 rounds, which are still today because they are still very well respected and reliable. Here's the thing. Single-action revolvers are not the most complex mechanisms on the planet. Okay, this is not rocket science. We had just gotten rid of percussion caps to make this thing. Okay, we're getting
there. Hey, so 1 second, Oni. Moabidi said he's willing to hop into our chat.
No, he said if it won't mess anything up, I can hop on for an hour or so. If I had my setup differently, I would say yes, but that's something I can't do right now, unfortunately, because it'll fuck up all my setup.
Yeah, it'll mess up our captures.
Yeah, but like next year, I'm gonna redo it so that way, like I could bring in Moabidi and bring in people and bring people out. So, but I want Moabidi in here so bad. That's what pisses me off, because he's like the original, one of the original hosts, and so he's the only one that kind of endured through all the stuff. But
he has been there.
Yeah,
he's been through the shit.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking would happen. Yeah, because my comps are there are 4 video captures. So like I have a 5 capture system, but like I made this not knowing like a lot about how it worked. I'm just boring people with it, but the comps, the setups will be different next year, so that way we can bring people
Stay
in and
tuned.
out. So it's just like I didn't know, but
Stay tuned. 2022. We gaming company may not have much hope, but we do.
10 years of lagging out. Only 7,000
Anyways.
subscribers, but 10 years of hell.
just kidding.
Yeah, go ahead, Oni. Pick it up.
So single action revolvers, very, very simple to use, very simple mechanisms. Essentially, you've got your firearm. And I'm not gonna bring one on here because that's just not appropriate right now.
I'll bring mine on. Hold on, I'll go grab it.
But you, no, like seriously, no, like websites are really not allowing.
No, I'm not
certain-
doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I was just kidding.
So basically, in order to set it to fire, you load your rounds in there, and you have to cock it back. You have to cock the hammer back. You are physically pulling the firing pin back, so that when you squeeze the trigger, firing pin hits primer, and the
Yep.
thing goes. Well, it's easier to check a revolver to see if there are rounds inside because, I mean, you're going to check your cylinder and then you're going to look inside and stick your finger in there and if there's nothing in there, you're probably safe.
Can you translate that in the chat, Hiro?
Like a finger in it?
I don't understand
Oh.
what Mobity's saying. What's
Well-
Mo Beatty was saying it's not against the terms of service if you don't point it at the camera. So basically, he's
Oh.
saying that we're allowed to show a firearm, but we can't point it at the camera.
I can take out
I
my
would
I can take out my 9 right now.
It wouldn't really make as much sense since it's not a revolver.
Right, that
I got-
it doesn't constitute. Yeah.
I got one right
Let's-
here.
It's fine, guys. Let's just not.
I,
Long story short,
I want to push the envelope.
long story short, the only way a firearm can discharge without someone having squeezed the trigger is if you had rounds in there that were either under so much pressure or old, or you had a huge mechanical failure where it was already cocked back, so it was already ready to fire, where a round could be discharged. If you had a dummy round, that would not happen because it doesn't have primer. It doesn't have any. It's a
Exactly.
dud. It's not meant to go off.
It doesn't have a primer, which is the little circle on the bottom of the round that
And it
gets punctured.
and it doesn't have any powder to ignite. It just kind of hangs out there. So basically, the only way for this weapon to have fired by itself is if you already were doing things you weren't supposed to do.
Yep.
So
He already had the
Not
hammer
only that-
pulled back when he.
Well,
that's
yeah,
my-
and that's the other thing. Somebody else, and this was on one of the newsreels that I was reading. Somebody else said that Alec Baldwin had made a statement that the round was once a dummy round, but it was reloaded manually to make it a live round.
that's
And
not how those.
I'm
work,
not
though.
sure exactly what that has to do with the price of tea in China,
Right.
as the saying goes.
Hemi
Like,
says the short explanation of the story is Alec Baldwin is full of shit.
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
a-
true.
So-
And,
It's a pretty
I think
generic
that's the-
statement that yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah,
end
I agree.
of the year. I could just visualize getting into a verbal altercation with him. 2 Long Island boys just screaming it out. Can you imagine that shit? No, you're a dumb fuck. Da, da, da.
And that's why I don't want to call this an accident, because an accident would be we did everything right. It was we didn't know this thing was it wasn't processed correctly and something happened.
Oh,
This
okay.
was a series of failures of neglect that allowed
Yeah.
this to happen,
Right. Mo
Okay,
Beatty has
so-
a lot.
and a woman died
Mo
because of
Beatty has
this.
a lot of pews as well. So he says
So do
dummy
I.
rounds can't be converted to live rounds. They are solid one piece. They don't separate.
So
An accident means no one is at fault. Someone was negligent.
here you go.
Sorry,
A
I'm
dummy
just,
round-
I just try to read the chat as you guys are going.
Oh, I know.
I look.
I
For this.
know.
It's hard to do that when we're doing a live, but I
Yeah.
try to do that.
Oh yeah, but
A
No, but
dummy
that's true.
round does not have this circle in the middle That is the primer.
Right.
A dummy round does not have the bullet, which is on the end of this. It's one solid piece, as Moabidi said. This right here is what gets punctured to cause the chain reaction, which causes this part to come off of the casing. That is why it is called the bullet. A dummy round does not have a bullet on the end of the casing, nor does it have a primer. You cannot reload a dummy round.
They tend to also be made of plastic for that reason. They're,
Yeah.
it's that way. It's cheap and easy to manufacture.
Moabidi said, "I just said what she said."
It's-
She just said what
It's good
whatever.
it's good for dry firing, which if as long as you don't do it too much, it shouldn't damage your firearm.
That's what she
But-
said.
But again, this was a series of negligence in many people's courts,
yeah.
and now it's going to be in the New Mexico court. So
Is he going to jail? Yes or no?
you fucking
He's too
better.
famous to go to
No.
jail.
No, they'll make something up.
Now,
I think
I'm
he's
not
just
saying
going to
he's
get.
only. I'm not saying he's the only one at fault, because honestly, he did pull the trigger.
Oh,
but
he's
the
saying he
armorer-
didn't now. He's saying he didn't now with the George Stephanopoulos interview. He's denying he pulled the trigger.
Yeah, but that's not possible. So,
In the video gaming world, Dark Nova Dragon says he pays to win.
I'm so
two,
sick of hearing that.
armorer-
Oh,
the armorer
Dimes and Donuts.
also-
I thought Soda was going to say it. Go ahead, Oni.
but the armorer also has a bit of fault, because all firearms need to go through their hands. They have got to know, and so that's why something's really fucking fishy to me about this. I'm not gonna say it. It's just wouldn't be the first time of me hearing someone try to make something look like an accident, and it wasn't an accident.
So,
Okay.
I'm gonna
the way
ask
the-
before I do it. Shall I present my pew pew the way you're supposed to present a revolver to somebody on camera?
I don't think it's really necessary. I
The
don't know.
way it's supposed to be done is you're supposed to hold it like that,
Ah, okay. Well,
so
I
you
guess
can
you're doing
see
it.
into the, so that you could see into the cylinder and see that it is empty. This is how you are supposed to present a firearm that is a revolver to another individual, so that they can see the cylinder is empty. That said, that was not how it was done. This is how it is always supposed to be done, according to anybody who is an armorer or somebody that handles firearms. This is the way it
And
is
we're
taught.
demonetized. Just kidding.
Remember,
was a
fire.
That was a good instruction on how to properly do it.
That was
I
just
will
a
say
cap
this:
gun, wasn't it?
take your own safety into your own hands. Okay,
Yeah.
be serious.
As long as you don't
about
have
that.
a mental disorder, like that kid who shot up all those people at the school,
Oh,
that their
God.
parents bought him a fucking gun, and the kid was mentally unstable, and the parents have criminal records.
Oh Lord, that's even worse.
Oh my! It's a completely different story, right?
Yeah.
So the
completely
parents are being charged with was it involuntary manslaughter? I don't know the charge in Michigan, but this is a completely different animal. He was holding the gun wrong. His finger was on the trigger, and the hammer was back. What the? And then I saw some of the interview. He saw her slump over, and he thought she was having a fainting spell. I'm like,
What?
dude, are you fucking serious? Like, this is the greatest acting Alec Baldwin has ever done in this fucking interview. Like, and then he started to cry about it. It's like, everybody has dreams, and I'm like, dude,
What the fuck?
really, dude? It's like, how long did it take you to fabricate this story? 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, so that way it made it look like I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't my fault. It's just like, it wasn't my fault. I go, dude, you were holding the gun. The armorer, he is responsible as much as the armorer is responsible.
Absolutely what I would
is-
agree with.
They have to share the
Allegedly.
blame. They have to, allegedly, they have to share the blame. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts. This is not open for debate for the chieftain. This is what's going to happen. I have spoken.
There's
I just
no
hope
more.
No, I'm just kidding. But but that's probably how it's going to go down.
That woman deserves justice.
Oh yeah.
She does. Now she has a
No,
child
no,
without a
no.
mother.
And
She's-
her husband. She
And her
has
husband,
a
right.
husband who's a widower.
yeah.
That is fucking true.
Like when you're on a set, you don't expect that shit to happen. That's why
Everyone should do their part to make sure everyone goes home
right,
safely.
right. That's why me and Soda, we buy muzzle flash visual effects, and we use plastic guns, and we do it all in post. Do the
Right, there you
shit
go.
in post.
Not complicated. Hire
No,
somebody.
it's not hard. Buy a muzzle flash from Action VFX. You can get a whole bunch of them. You can get a bunch of Star Wars lasers for free. It's great. It's great. Even if it's a Wild West, like they have different muzzle flashes for different guns. So
And they were probably paying more for that lady to supposedly check those guns than they would to
Well,
have somebody
no,
actually...
they weren't, because the actual armorer that was supposed to do the job walked off the set because they were being mistreated. So they hired this girl on the cheap.
right. Moabidi. I'll read. I swear someone hit me by a truck. Christmas story. Icicle broom. No, that's not relevant. But in the reality, he shot his eye out. Yes, he did. Moabidi says you can get airsoft guns that do what everything that a real gun does, and you can just add the sounds and the muzzle flashes in post
So
production.
you actually can get the recoil effect too if you use the CO2 cylinders. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it. Being a visual effects people, we know that.
There were so many options to go with, and don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for historical accuracy. I love old things.
Mhm.
Old
That's
firearms.
why she gets along with me, because I'm old.
But safety is
Yes.
not up for debate.
Absolutely. And
So-
by the way, on the line of the safety, I was just looking at it. Mobidi's right. The revolvers they were using are not the kind where the cylinder flips out. You actually have to, like, the way it works is you get like a fire or two off, and then you push a button and it opens the ejection port to eject the cartridges. So it was one where you'd have to manually dump all the rounds to look at them. So
Yes.
that
And
makes sense how that happened, but it doesn't mean that it is right, because and again, why are there live rounds on a movie set?
I don't know.
My opinion
Ask
is,
Brent-
if
ask-
that's such a big deal, then get a different firearm. If it's going to be too much trouble to double check for safety, you don't freaking need it. I would
Agreed.
rather dump out all the rounds and go, okay, I have made doubly and triply sure that this firearm is as safe as any firearm can be. It is not loaded. My finger is off the trigger. There are no rounds inside. I'm showing you handle first so you can see for yourself and double check that I have checked it.
Shout
And
out
you can
to
double-
Average Gaming, first time chat.
First time chatter, and he's our shout out guy today. We're gonna give
Yeah.
him like a fresh shout out for small streamers on Chieftain's Campers Corner really soon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's what
he's-
I'm talking about.
He's fucking cool.
We need
Like
a-
his
we need-
promo, I loved his promo. It just says, "I'm a friendly guy. Come watch me." And then I go watch him, and he's yelling at campers. I like this guy.
I
Yeah,
know why,
yelling at
because
campers?
Chieftain
Yes.
fucking hates campers.
Yes.
No.
You know what's really cool about him? He's got almost the same function we have for mute a mouth, except it's like he can't curse for 10 minutes, and he doesn't have a break time on it. So people were piling it on him. So he's sitting there like sitting there playing Battle Royale, and he's like, Average Gamer. You
suddenly
guys want to
he
check
doesn't
this guy out? The Average Gamer. He's awesome. Average Gaming. I'm sorry, but he goes by Average, right? Because that's what his promo say. He's like average. That's what he says. Average, but he's more than average. He's pretty good. He's a better shot than me in Call of Duty. That's for sure. But
He's probably a better
nice.
shot than me.
yeah,
Shoot,
we were
my
playing some
KD
Halo.
is dumb.
Like
I
I'm
don't
garbage
play
at Call
Call.
of Duty, so he's a lot
I
better
get
than
5
me.
kills and 15 deaths every round. Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you, Average, for showing up. Campers Corner is coming up, so we
let's go to a happier
We'll-
subject, because this one just always makes me so angry.
depressing.
I can't blame
But
you.
also just so depressed because it happens too fucking often. People get lazy. They keep going on about, we need to, we need to make things safer, and then they do everything that is unsafe. and then people die.
Yep.
People in Call of Duty right now camp more than Hitler at the end of the war. Wow. Wow.
Woo! There you go, Mo
gifted
Beatty.
Mo Beatty gifting a sub to the
Whoop, whoop.
average.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Wow, thank you,
wow,
Mo
that's-
Beatty. No need to do that, but thank you. Oh, by the way, our Prime is up on our channel. Just letting
Basically,
you know.
Chief. Like, hey, I need my sugar daddy to pay for this.
I'm kind of broke after my piece of the laptop, and I bought everybody. I also got the staff merch, so you guys should be getting that in the mail as well. Everyone
Hell
except
yeah.
for Soda, because I don't have Soda's address yet. So Soda's got to send me his address, and he gets his polo. Yeah, he's like did it like this. Do you have a polo? And I'm like,
Sorry.
I'm like, yeah. What's your size? He's like, I'm your size. I'm like,
fresh.
I'm like,
fat.
my size is fat. That's my size.
Double
like-
XL, double XL.
I'm not even gonna ask my
Dark
question.
Nova
never mind.
Jam gifted a sub. Thank you, Dark Nova, for giving.
Well, actually, it was Mo Beatty that gifted Dark Nova.
Oh, sorry,
So
gifted a tier. I'm sorry, he gifted one to Dark Nova. My bad. I can't read.
English
Mo
is
being
hard.
handed out gifts.
Yeah.
It's Santa.
Thanks.
That's what I'm talking about. Mo Beatty, Santa Claus this year.
Yeah. It's Moa Beatty Claus. I'm more like Krampus. He's more like Santa Claus.
Anyways, so what's up next in the news, guys? Oh, wait.
Oh,
This
wait.
guy.
What about this? What about this? Hear about this?
No, because I don't use Twitter. And I
So where is it? Battlefield 2042 developer agrees force vaccinations for young boys.
Step Mo. No, Mo Beatty, no.
My new
vaccinations
nickname is Stepmo.
or vasectomies.
This,
What the
but
what?
it's fucking clickbait though, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said vaccinations. Did you mean vasectomies?
I said I meant vasectomy. Sorry, vaccinations is always in the news. Yeah, vasectomies. Thank you. Yeah, but it's just a joke because she never said it. It's like Grenlin started at DICE in QA for Battlefield 3 and 4, moved up being a marketing assistant into a full-time producer role in 2017. That seems like a big jump, doesn't it, Soda?
Yes.
Yeah, a QA
I'd
to a
say.
marketing assistant to a full-time producer.
Like, what the
I don't care
hell?
how good you are. That's a huge jump. And then became an associate producer of Battlefield 2042. If one was a smartass, they'd point out Battlefield games have sucked since Grenell was involved with them. But all she did was basically she just talked about she just talked responding to a tweet. So all that shit was fucking clickbait. Like someone else said that men should have vasectomies. And I'm just like, it was completely out of context of what they were talking about the game. It made zero sense. I don't know if it was a distraction for Battlefield 2042 being garbage, but it was.
Well, you can't distract from bad games to gamers.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
can't. And if you want to watch an awful review on it, you can go to Angry Joe, or you can actually watch somebody with talent like me and talk about it. Or a Call of Duty review. Go to Angry Joe. He does the same review every year on it, which is like rinse, wash, and repeat, just kind of like the game he reviews. So,
I mean, yeah.
but I mean, I promise not to attack people, but it's like the same thing with him. Every game, every review has the same type of like script, green screen, some basic cosplay, and then cut it to the review, and the review is 45 minutes long. And he gets 1.4 million views on it. How is that possible? I mean,
he's built his brain.
he's
he's
better
also
looking
been-
than me, but I have more content. Like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. He knows.
You
nothing.
also have more charisma. His shtick is just being pissed off
It's
for no
old.
fucking reason.
I'm sure
He's
he's a
old.
nice guy, and I'd have a beer with him, but I don't know. Maybe a little bit is of jealousy. I'll fucking say that right now, but I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand the appeal. I can't watch more than 5 minutes without getting pissed off and clicking it off. And like, yeah, you're talking about Battlefield 2042. I already know what you're gonna fucking say.
Well, if I had if I could give an explanation on
Please
it, I would
do,
say
because
it's-
I need someone to rationalize for this because I'm rage quitting.
Well,
I'm gonna rage quit
here-
here. in a
here-
second.
here's the rationale. The guy's been in it for years, as long as you have probably.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I could really say that he has over you is when he started. It was like the freaking .com bubble. The people who got
That's
in
probably
first
what it
are
was.
the people who got in first got their money and then left before it burst, or they got their money and they were the ones that were first, so they got the most attention, and then boom, they blow up. He built his brand on being Angry Joe before it was popular to be a rage streamer or a rage video maker, where screaming was the shtick or raging was the shtick. If anybody, I would say of our entire group, I rage pretty hardcore, but I don't know if I can compare to Chieftain.
I've kind of
And I
softened
think
up.
Chieftain was doing it before I was.
I was doing it before Mike on Rooster Teeth.
Michael.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mike. Yeah.
Well,
everyone calls
I
him
mean,
Mike. Yeah,
Rooster
Mike.
Teeth. Rooster
But
Teeth.
I
got its
like
start
Michael.
about the time.
Like, he's fucking good. I like it when he does it. It's like more appealing to me. I don't understand it. Maybe because I know him. I don't.
No,
I,
No, I watched it too, but I also have been told by my father and by his father, so my grandfather, that I have a Jersey sense of humor. So it's probably it probably has a bit to do with it.
Yeah, he's Jersey, so
Yeah, so
There.
Oh wait, actually I think I had.
I
been to
actually
church.
went up to Michael and said, I actually went up to him and said, you know what you're doing now? He's like, I've been doing that way before you were recording it. He's like, he turned to me, he's like, you're probably right. He actually fucking admitted it to me. So that's why I like him. He's like, I'm not original. Like, but he is. Because Michael does it. It's funny. Like,
Yeah, shout out to
when Angry Joe does it, it's awful. I think it's it's the leather jacket and the awful Superman t-shirt, which like gets me triggered because Superman is such a linear, boring DC character and has nothing
He's
fun
Batman.
about him. I purposely want to wear more Spider-Man shit and
course you do.
just to say Superman's fucking garbage and that leather jacket's
Spider-Man
fake.
sucks.
You fucking suck. Pay to win, baby. Pay to win.
Spider-Man
play.
is.
Pay to play. But yeah, but they were putting words in the woman's mouth. There we go. I'm gonna get in
big
trouble
surprise
again.
there.
Are you sure? I was about to say, you
There
sure?
goes the Twitterverse, like trying to cancel me again.
We're fucked.
We're
No,
fucked.
there is. I personally do think there's a difference between a girl and a woman. A
She's
girl
a
would
woman.
imply-
She's a producer, for God's sake.
Yeah, so I mean, again, clickbaity title is clickbaity, but I mean, I have heard those statements before, which, yeah, it doesn't. It rubs me the wrong way because it's creepy.
Giggity,
Um,
giggity, giggity.
But I mean, good for her for working her way up the corporate ladder.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Working.
I'm sorry she's
Working her
too.
way.
Hey.
It's a
Nope.
bummer she's to such a terrible title. Sorry it's not good. Maybe you all can learn. What's interesting though is that you said she was a producer and then she went to associate producer. Isn't associate producer like the second hand, the right hand person to the
I don't know the
producer?
hierarchy. Each game company is different, so I don't know how. I think
Okay.
it was associate marketer to producer. So I think marketer is underneath producer. That's the way I see it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, I
then
don't
you
know
said
if
she
I'd
was-
say that because
then she went to associate producer. But does it change from game to game? Because I can understand if they said, "Hey, we want you to be the producer on this game, but for this one, we want you to kind of take the backseat and just be the support." Kind of maybe as a way to, take some time off in a way, like you're still working, but it's not like you're hard charging it.
Well, also, I don't know if you could really equate a marketer position to something to do with production because they're kind of two completely different hats. I would venture to say that it was a lateral movement and then vertical because, well, she was the
A lateral-
associate
yeah.
marketer in charge of associate marketing, which it's like I don't know, secretary to the marketer, I guess, and then you move laterally over to producing. That's still a hell of a jump.
Not lateral though.
Well, it'd have to be because you're not producing. You're not part of the game production aside from the marketing.
Guys, it depends on. I'm telling you, it depends on the company. So,
but that does make sense. Chief.
yeah. So,
Sorry.
like, it could like you both of you guys are right. It could be a lateral movement or it could be a step down. We don't know. And I'm going to assume good intentions here. I'm assuming like she was moving up the corporate ladder opposed to dropping down, because why would they write it like that? It doesn't make sense to write it.
True
like
enough.
that, right? So
Yeah, and also why would unless you were really, really, really determined to be on the project, you're not going to generally take a lower position unless they're willing to sweeten that fucking deal. Because I mean,
Right.
People got to eat. I get it.
yeah.
Yep.
Is this Camper's Corner? Is this the Camper's Corner?
No, this is like, if you guys don't know who Braided Bandit is, she is a streamer. She does a lot of Apex and Battle Royale games, and she actually was one of our presenters for the Tribar Awards, which is on our YouTube channel, which I put on the link in the chat, and for doing a segment for us this year, I actually sent her something and she opened it up on her stream, and I want you guys to watch it because her reaction is fucking hilarious. So it's really quick. And this will move into Camper's Corner.
Ooh.
No way. It's my favorite candy.
Holy shit, that is a big bag of Reese's.
Dude, I would devour that.
I'm so
Oh, we know you would.
dead
That's
right
my
now.
favorite too.
I can't even. That's how long I've been friends with Chief.
Just a whole ass bag of Reese's.
It's a 5-pound bag of Reese's.
Yes.
It's 5 pounds. Look, I'm not bullshitting. Look,
6
Yeah.
pounds of Reese's.
a 5-pound bag of Reese's.
Whole
Oh
ass
my
bag, he said.
fuck. I'm gonna. No way.
All right, I gotta pause it. Hold on.
It's my favorite candy.
Your comp just went retarded.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Did it again. Oh no, we lost Hiro.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. My Discord died.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he
It
was
switches you.
sacrificed.
You moved over to the fourth spot.
Yeah, you got pushed down. You're down the ladder now, Hero.
There he goes.
Oh, he's back. He was reinstated.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just imagining like
Yeah.
this
I'll
is a test for next year, so that when we do the whole, we're gonna bring in so and so, and now you've been booted from the island. Bye.
You are the weakest
I am
link.
the weakest link. What the fuck? Get out of here.
My fucking Discord died on me for some reason.
Oh my god. So like,
It couldn't handle Reese's.
so a little bit of context. I've known her for about like 12 years. So I know like my Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are my favorite candy as well. And we had a conversation on her chat about like they taste better when you throw them in the freezer, and she's like, "Fuck yes." So I'm just like, "All right,
That
you're-
is
yeah."
to enjoy.
So
I don't
like-
even really like all that much.
And like the whole conversation was, "Don't get me anything." I go, Bandit.
I'm gonna
We're
pretend I didn't
from
hear
the same part of the country. We're both Italian. You know you're gonna get something from me. You know, like when an Italian comes over to another person's place, they're bringing fucking coffee and cake. That's the way it is. But you're really far away, so I know you like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So I'm fucking giving you, like, I'm getting you something. Shut the fuck up. And she's just like, okay. So like
It's like
just,
the only way you can negotiate with people like Chieftain.
it's just being. It's just
Shut
like.
up and let me.
Like, if you're doing something for lagging out, we're gonna do something for you. That's how we roll here. So I sent it to her, and of course you could see her reaction, and she was grateful for it, and that's like, she goes fucking nuts. It's like a drug for her, that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Yeah.
So it's and it
That
plus
I did not.
I'm selfish. It makes me feel good as well. Like giving, like, this is the best time of year for me. So I really like giving stuff to people and making them happy. And that's, I know it sounds campy as fuck, but like some people's
But
favorite
no,
holiday.
that's the thing. It's actually the way your brain works is, okay, yes, it can be seen as selfish that, oh, well, I feel good when I give back to people, but should that make you stop giving back to people? Not necessarily. It's okay to want to feel good. And you know what? When you give and you see how it affects other people, it creates this really nice feedback loop. And it actually cheers you up more. It does more for you when you give than when you receive. So, just little thing to think about.
Do.
We need happiness.
Absolutely. Yep. So that's why I do the.
Sorry.
No, you're perfectly fine. So as we all know, give it a year. That's like a really weird photo with Jamie and Jamie.
And not do them justice.
No. It's like if you guys want to see the full thumbnail, it's a lot better. But this is part 2 of our show. But I am not going to play it. You're going to have to go to our YouTube channel.
It's in a polo shirt. Bye.
Yeah, everyone. It's like, oh, you actually dress up nice sometimes. Yes. But as you guys know, not only am I a podcast host, I am also a college professor with Soda. But, fun fact, I actually work on video games too.
Hydrate.
I'm finally able to tell you guys what I worked on over the summer. And
oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the fake enthusiasm. I appreciate it.
Hydrate.
Oh, was there a hydrate? Oh, and
yes.
Basically, if you put a mute-a-mouth on my segment, it doesn't work. You have to wait till the end of the segment.
Only fair because I run my mouth.
So don't pull that bullshit with me.
We don't know what's in it. That's
water. It's water. I don't drink.
Mine's not.
I don't drink. I should drink more red wine, but I don't. But yeah, I actually work on video games. So the game I worked on is called Lucky's Tale. It's for the Oculus Quest 2. It also has releases for your little phones there, iOS and Android. So you can play it on there as well. And I did the lighting polishing, which means there was original lighting in there that needed to be redone. So I did 32 levels in an 8-week span. So here is a little bit of a sample of Lucky's Tale. I know it's shameless self-promotion, but
it sounds familiar, but I can't say that I've heard of it.
Yeah, I did all this lighting here.
Awesome.
Well, there's something
tell you
wrong.
right now, it looks better on Twitch than it does on Discord right now.
Man, platformers coming back. Thank fuck.
Didn't you say that this was a remaster game?
Yep. I had to redo pretty much all the light maps.
So, well, the reason I asked is because this game looks so very familiar, and I'm curious. I'm trying to figure out.
There's 3 different games with Lucky's Tale.
Yeah, I think Lucky's Tale was sort of in the same vein as Banjo-Kazooie.
Yes, which is why I'm thinking that it came out around that time.
That's a little hot.
And then Conker's Bad Fur Day and stuff. There was that era of video
Look how
games
beautiful
where
that water is. Wow, I did such a great job.
That does look good, though.
I like how the textures look true. They don't.
Yeah.
It's not just light glossed over. It makes the textures really.
So yeah. So go check out Lucky's Tale. I don't think it's that. I think it's like it's not even that much money on the Oculus. It's not really a lot of money. It's a remake. Oh, I love it when it does that. And of course,
no, but
go ahead.
It was so nice to hear you so excited to work on a video game and work on a team who is also excited to work on this video game.
I gotta say, like everything I heard about the game devs that hired you, like it sounds like they actually gave you freaking like real accolades and credits just for the way you.
I think they actually gave me too much. But
because now they want you back, don't they?
They want me. Yeah, they want me back for another game.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, I liked working for them. They're nice. My college roommate got me the job, so sometimes it's who you know. But like when you're a senior artist like me, who've been doing it almost 16, 17 years. Oh my God, it's a long time. Like word gets around that like if you do good work, like people just like you kind of like could sidestep all the bullshit recruiters and then just go right into the job and like talk to the people that are the head honchos. So I want to thank Jeff Simpson for hiring me and let me work on that game. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't even like work for me. It was just like, I get to work on this. This is fucking awesome. And I get excited. And then like, of course, I always take on way too much because I was doing the podcasts. We were doing the lives. We were doing, I was doing that game. And then I was also teaching 6 days a week.
That's
so
insane.
including Saturdays. So my only day off was on a Sunday. So I worked pretty
when
hard.
we had meetings.
Yeah, that was my day off when we had meetings. But I didn't really complain about it, but because I like what I do. I like teaching. I like doing all that stuff. I like keeping busy. My ADD brain's like, give me more. I don't give a shit about your sleep cycle. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, are you stressed out? Here, let me just add more stress because I want more to do.
Yeah, I'm
Here we
kind
go.
of, and of course, building a business and also doing all the business planning with Keith. So I was doing all that 6-7 days a week for like 6 months. So
Okay, I'm
yeah.
looking at it on Steam. It's on Steam for $29.99.
Yeah, it's $30. It's not even a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
And wait, I don't know if this is the same one that you were talking about, but it looks exactly the same.
It's got to be the release date because there's 3 different ones. There's a
August
remastered and then there's a new one.
2020. Let me see if there's one for 2021. No. It looks like they didn't. Your release didn't go to Steam.
No, probably not yet. But I know that because inside of the I don't know what it's called, Slack, they were my lighting was not transferring over to the Android or iOS. It's like, Joe, everything's orange. I'm like, what the fuck you want from me? I don't know why it's orange. I go, it's not orange on my side. It wasn't orange in my Oculus. So, I mean, I have my. They gave
the fine tuning.
They gave me the entire Oculus VR goggles here for free.
I mean, makes sense.
But it's the 64. They don't sell the 64 meg one because it's a dev kit. The smallest ones you can get are 128s, and then the largest one's 256. I bought Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for it. I got stuck in a cargo hold, and I couldn't get out. So I'm like walking around my house like a fucking idiot. And I'm walking into the rooms and shit like that, and like I'm like I can't. I'm so dumb. I can't like get out of this.
It's like a real life adventure gamer where they
like,
just loot and plunder every room at will and open every door.
I'm like, dude, I'm better at making games and fucking playing them at this point in my life. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? But yeah, also, yeah, a cheap plug. We do have a t-shirt store, but we'll be changing that next year. But we do, if you like Call of Duty Vanguard and you run into tryhards in Call of Duty, we have the Call of Duty tryhard shirt in our store. It's very popular with other streamers. I know there's like actually 2 or 3 people that actually bought the tryhard shirt because they said it was fucking hilarious. So, and they start at $9.50. That's the Hanes shirts. Those are the good ones. And we have different cuts for women. We also have hoodies, unisex. If you're a plus size person, whether male, female, or whatever your gender association is, you'll be able to find a size on spreadshirt.com/lagging-out.
Drop it in the chat there, Joe.
I'm going
Our friend Average is looking for it.
Don't use my real fucking name.
Ah, my bad.
Carlton.
I don't know anybody of that name.
I do know a Joe though.
I'm gonna need the link. He says. All right, there's
Joe Mama.
There you go. There's the link. I actually had it in my notes. And then now the reason why Average is here is for his free promo. And enter the Purple People.
Purple people.
The Purple People are Twitch streamers or Facebook gaming or any type of streamer. So our streamer spotlight is the Average Gaming. I love this promo. Look how smart. Look how fucking happy this
pop
dude
it up,
is.
bro.
It's not showing up.
You got to change your shot.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I got all excited and I forgot I wasn't in the correct shot.
See it.
There we go.
Yay!
Yeah.
That promo is so awesome, dude.
It's so great. I like the logo in the back. I'm not a big fan of those logos, but I like his. I like the purple, like the little glow in it. And look at the little Call of Duty thing he has there, like the special edition Call of Duty statue there he has.
Yes.
And he has a Switch there, so I know Oni's gonna love that, being a Switch fan.
And my setup just like yours. I got my TV right
Dude,
above my two monitors.
I actually really like that particular color for the Switch and the controllers. Well, at least the dock and the controller.
Yeah, I need to get
That's
a Switch.
actually really cool.
So, average, just so you know, Oni's a big Nintendo fan. She loves Pokemon. Big fan of indie. She's an indie gamer, but she loves Nintendo. So, like you score major points with her.
Badger is more so a Nintendo person. I'm kind of I just kind of go wherever it is I like. No, but that's actually a really wholesome photo. I really like it. It's got a lot to look at, but it's not.
That's I give you props for that, man. I'm a big Nintendo fan myself, and that is like one of the most underrated games is Luigi's Mansion.
I remember when that came out originally,
Yes.
and I was surprised that it didn't get any sequels, and then they remaster it and then make a sequel, and we're like, oh, people are finally respecting
We're
Luigi.
reading that chip in your brain. You know that, right?
Yeah.
They're like,
I
oh,
gotta
Oni has a
say-
good idea. Oni has a good idea. We gotta steal it. Dang.
Well, then they better stop because I don't have a lot of good ideas. I barely have any ideas. Most of them aren't even.
Yeah, I like the fact that he has like one of the point system where it says I can't curse, because you know when you're playing Call of Duty, it's gonna happen.
Oh
That
yeah.
will not happen on my
Just a
stream.
matter of time. And
I don't need Call of Duty to do that. I just
No.
exist.
I was gonna say, yeah. Tell
You
me not
just
to cuss on my
exist.
stream. Yeah, I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would.
But bro,
You would.
I gotta say, I
Let's
love
run.
this selfie picture with your setup, like big ass smile, just letting it all out right there. That is awesome.
nobody needs it. It's just a very bad trigger. No, he's fine. I have a question for Average. Do you do keyboard or?
Yo, Braided Bandit, what's up?
What is up?
Oh, hey, girlie.
I'm so glad she's here
You-
because I
you missed
finally
us
get to
just
use the
looking
button.
for
I get to
fixes.
use the Braided Bandit button.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Do
yeah,
it.
I gotta find it. I gotta
Gotta
find
find
it. I'm all excited.
Give him
He's
10
so
minutes.
excited he
I'll
can't
get back
I
to you.
can't find the bandit button.
Give him 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Put
give
them
me 10
all.
minutes.
Put them
Oh,
all
here
at
it
the
is.
same
Here it
time.
is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bandit is my soul sister. We just put a video. We just put your Reese's Peanut Butter Cup video up, and people fucking loved it. And I think you'd probably like Average Gaming too, because he plays some COD. I don't know if he plays Apex at all, but let's see. I was born with a
Find you a
controller.
gamer who loves you as much as Braided Bandit loves Reese's Cups.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why, that's our bonding moment with me and Bandit. We both like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups frozen. So that's the thing.
It's like food.
Let's go,
Let's
she said.
fucking go. Let's go.
Let's
gotta
go,
get gooder.
Bandit.
Get gooder.
Get gooder.
Get
Yeah.
gooder.
Get gooder. And she did such a great job on our show part 2.
Five Awards 2021.
Reese's Gang for life, like the orange and black. Go for it.
There it is.
Get
There
gooder.
it is. Get gooder.
I think my
All right, so Chief,
Yeah, totally.
I think you were about to ask Average Gaming something.
Yes. He's. Oh yeah. Thank you. He answered me back saying, I was born with a controller in my hand, but I really wanted a scuff, so I sold my PS5. I've adapted to mouse and key, and now my scuff comes tomorrow, so it'll definitely be interesting. Here's some little bit interesting tidbits for you, Average. I'm a controller. I have the old Xbox One controller, and so is Bandit. Bandit plays on a PC, but she has a controller as well. And
Same.
I know Soda, your mouse keyboard.
No, I'm Xbox controller.
You're
Say I
Xbox,
have
so
the
your
same
controller.
controller as yours, except it's red.
And okay, and then I know that guy down there is mouse and keyboard. So
Yeah,
I throw
for now.
So I throw him on. Thank you, Buffalo Born, new
Hey,
follower.
Buffalo,
Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Controller gang, fuck yeah, Bandit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I do have an Xbox controller. It is you're talking about an old Xbox One controller, bruh. I still have my 360 controller.
Oh wow. I have my PS4 controller, but it's hanging up over here. But I had to buy the bigger one because I'm a man and I don't like little girl controllers like the regular PlayStation controllers. Yeah. It's just like 15K game room just to plug in a controller. Yeah. That's just, thank you for the follow, Chamber.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. Yeah, like I'm the same way, Bandit. My system's about 13,000. It's probably around 13. We almost have the same system, except she runs a 2-computer system. I run a 1. But I do game development and stream on it. So I don't know, Bandit. I don't know if you saw the game I worked on. It's called Lucky's Tale. I played it, but I can send a link later if you want. But I'm controller gang. I can't because my keyboard's underneath my fat stomach, underneath the desk. Oh,
that's what I'm talking about, Mobeady.
Wow, a sub.
Share that love.
Bandit, you don't have to fucking sub. Thank you. You don't need to sub. We've been friends like forever.
I'm the only one who uses PlayStation style controller.
No, like you're like, I think it would fit your hands better. I can palm a basketball. So like,
see, I get
they do tend to fit my hands better.
Yeah.
I mean, part of that using a controller.
Part of it was I grew up with PlayStation 2. I mean, originally we had a Sega Genesis, but no one's gonna make a controller like Sega Genesis. That was insane. But PlayStation just makes more sense to me.
Oh, Mobeady gifted it here. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Mobeady gifted it.
Santa Mobeady right now. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Santa Mobeady.
Santa Mobeady.
He's making it rain subscribers. That should be a button.
Ooh. Oh, make it rain subscribers.
But if I can play a game with a controller,
if y'all are new to chat, we gave Blacklight Oni a laptop. We all chipped in and bought her one, and if you guys missed that, we almost got her to cry. Almost, it was really fucking close.
And she's putting it on screen now.
There it is, right there. So now she's got a laptop, and
I've got another one. I've got a gaming laptop.
A gaming laptop, exactly. Yeah. Let's go, Bandit. I think you have a new fan in Bandit there, Oni. I think there's a bonding moment here.
Yeah, now all we got to do is airdrop her a satellite for Starlink now.
Yeah, right. Like
I can at least use my hotspot for a little while and probably go to the different cafes out here. I mean, really, I could just pay for internet, but at this point, I'm on like a chat with anyone is really now. So paying for internet doesn't quite make sense if I can just, go somewhere and, use the internet
that would make sense, that as a plan. Excuse me. But if you do
really quick before we move on, make sure you guys follow The Average Gaming. He's a really good guy and his streamings are fun as fuck. So please follow him. Please follow him. He's like a really good guy. We're trying to get him up to like 20,000 viewers. We want to support them small streamers, man. They don't get the stuff. They don't get the proper shout outs that they should. So we try to do that. I'm here. I'm just getting into a game. Yeah, no problem, Bandit. Make sure, hey, Bandit, not to put you on the spotlight, but there's a bunch of us that are playing Halo. So whenever you want to play Halo, I don't even have to be streaming. And if you looking for somebody, you can text me. So I played actually with a full squad last night, which was kind of cool. And also today we played with me and Hiro were playing, and Hiro was carrying me the whole game. But
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
My KD is 5 kills and 15 deaths.
That
I'm
was a
sorry,
good game
I'm
I
not
had. I was topping the leaderboard on our team. I was like 23 and 17. The only guy that was higher than me on that game was the other guy on the other team. He got like 27 kills, but we beat him. He got shit on. Like I was shitting on the leader on the other team too. It was pretty good, and like not bad for a guy who sucks. I was like, get shit on, kid. So, but yeah, make sure you check him out. The Average Gaming.
Will do.
I think he's currently. Is he actually streaming right now?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. All right, cool. Also, if you want to be promoted by Lagging Out, if you are a purple person that wants to get promoted, please email us at laggingout@gmail.com. Please encompass a pick and make sure in the subject line you put purple people, and we will give you a shout out if we approve. Of course, your permission is greatly appreciated because otherwise you're not going to go on the show. Because we're not going to go through that again, right, guys?
No.
And
maybe.
that has
We
been
tried
someday.
on mistake.
Chieftain's Camper's Corner.
I just followed the Average Gaming.
Same.
Awesome. Good job, guys.
It's B as in THEE. The
Yeah, there's
pronunciation.
Yeah, I'm
E's.
waving to him live on stream, and he's got us on his stream.
Oh, nice. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi, The Average Gaming. We love all your viewers.
Thank you for submitting to the purple people.
Yes, thank you, submerged to the purple people. Yes.
Yeah, he's waving at us.
Well, what are the things that the kids do? This?
Yeah, I don't know what they do anymore, bro. There you go.
there
Get
you
the monster out. Get the monster out. Here's my jug right here.
Oh, there we go. All right. I vote we raid him. I second that.
Hey, if he's still running when we're done here, we
We'll
can
raid
raid
him.
him.
Totally.
Raid.
I'm looking.
Raid.
I always look in the
We'll
raid.
get the
like,
raid train going.
Right. Usually
Prepare
Bandit-
yourself.
I always want to like raid Bandit, but like she's a morning streamer and we're night streamers, so it's like it never crosses over. But when Jamie, it's like Princess Jamie streams, she's actually streamed Call of Duty last night. She was actually playing Battle Royale. I was fucking shocked. She was on till like 10:30. Usually she doesn't go that long because of her condition. So I was just like, wow, she's actually playing Call of Duty. I go, Jamie plays Call of Duty? What the fuck? So I'm like, all right, so I'm thinking to myself, if she plays Call of Duty, can we convert her to Halo? I was just like,
I mean,
we'll
it's
see what
free.
happens. My dream is to get all my friends that are streamers to all do like one giant stream. Like we could do like a
Laggin'
giant
mukbang?
co-stream, like all of us like stream. We won't get a lot of viewers, but like a lot of people that are more consistent than us, like Bandit and Jamie and a couple of weeks ago we had another one that we promoted. But
Whittle Bears. I ain't
Whittle
gonna
Bears,
forget her.
yeah. Whittle Bears, man. She got a mouth on her. It's so fun to watch her. It's hilarious. She's like, where the fuck are you guys? Like, she's like, it was like they're on a drop on Battle Royale. She plays a lot of Battle Royale on COD. And she's like,
Oh yeah.
And
I think
and
she
I'm-
plays Splitgate more though.
she does, but like the last few times I saw her, she was playing COD. It's weird. Like we
okay.
talk about other streamers so much because they're not dicks and they're actually entertaining to watch and they're not fake. So if like I get more excited about their streams than ours sometimes, and it's just like I just kind of like want to cheer for them because I want them all to hit partner and everything. So
Yeah, of course.
but I'm always like, you got this. Like Bandit was just like, I'm never gonna hit that. I'm like, you just nailed 350. Did you see the video with Bandit? Like some dude dropped like 50 spots of subs, like 50. She walked out of the fucking room, came back. She was in tears. I'd never seen her cry. Like Bandit don't cry. Bandit don't cry. She's a tough bitch. So she don't cry. So like she was just like, she's like, I'm so grateful for this. I'm grateful for a lurk. I'm grateful for 1 bit. She's like, this. It was on her streamathon. So like I shared it in our Discord because I'm like, wow, like Bandit cries. Like that's crazy. 350 subs, bro.
Damn.
She fucking earned that shit. That bitch grinds. She grinds. Like, a short stream is 8 hours for that girl. 8 hours. And she did a 72-hour stream. She's fucking beast mode. She earned 350 subs. She doesn't believe she deserves it. She fucking deserves 3 times that much. She fucking grinds like a motherfucker. She never says, she says, oh, I'm not that good, but she's pretty good. She plays with pros. So, but
I'd say
she's entertaining. What else do you fucking want from a streamer, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
right.
fucking entertaining.
And she has character.
Duh,
I think that's,
yeah.
I think that's very important. Is
Yeah, she's like, she's not
especially
fake.
with the way things are going, we can tell us more and more people are kind of cluing in. It's like, no, I want someone of substance. You know,
Yeah.
I want someone with some character. I want someone with, some
To get
some
gooder.
Get
gonna-
gooder. Get gooder.
Yeah.
That's another one that's probably never leaving our channel. Get
Yeah.
gooder.
Yeah, that's not even ours. I'm not going to steal that from Bandit. That's hers.
It may
That's
be
gonna be-
hers,
it's-
but
it's
it's
an
something that we're
Alma-
gonna say involving her every time.
It's homage
So
to
that would
Bandit.
be really cool too. We should make a poll on when we redo the
Giggity,
soundboard.
giggity,
or the mixer,
giggity.
what buttons and sound bites they would want.
Yeah,
So like,
Mhm.
yeah,
would they want her saying "get gooder"? Would they want
you're right.
and
Fire still on?
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
not
you
gonna
right
put
now
Get Gooder on my soundboard because that's Bandits.
that okay. Look, it
I
may
don't
be
think that's
bandits, but
respectful.
if we get it, I want her to record it.
Yeah,
Oh
It
yeah,
has to
like,
be her.
If she
Has to
gives
be
it
her
to me
voice.
to say, Chief, you can use this, then yes. But I don't like taking other people's stuff. I just feel
Well, no,
weird.
no, I was hoping you'd ask. I mean, like, or we
Yeah.
could pay her in money or Reese's or
Yeah, pay her in a Reese's. I think she's good for 6 months.
money.
Maybe.
6 weeks probably.
You didn't say anything about a year's supply.
That's right. Actually, I don't know if Bandit knows this, but we made this thing called honey balls. It's what Italians make during the Christmas season. She doesn't call me a real Italian because I don't speak, but I'm what they call it, American. That's what the Italians that can speak fluent Italian in America call the Americanized Americans, is Americans. And I'm saying it wrong. She's like, your inflection is wrong, Chief. She always does that. She's like, you don't even say it right. And I go, you're Sicilian. You're not even a real Italian. Like, that's what she says to me. She's like, I'm not a real Italian because I don't speak it. We always tease each other. But anyways, it's all in fun. She's like my little sister. She's a little pain in the ass. I love her. And I'm sure she feels the same way
Best
about me.
way
I'm
to
a
be.
pain in the ass. But yeah.
Best way to be.
But yeah, it's all about having fun. And like, when you have fun, people appreciate it. Look at all the fucking comments, all the follows and subscribes we just got on the stream. And we're just
Hell
having
yeah.
fun. We're just like talking about like shit that we'd like to talk about. So
Absolutely.
Or shit that hurts us,
yeah. I'm not from Brooklyn. My parents are from Brooklyn, Nova. But I'm from Suffolk County, Long Island.
I thought he was from South Central
Yeah,
LA.
no. It's funny. Nikki Crow too. she's from this Long Island, as well, in the same area I live, like somewhere around there. And so is Bandit. Bandit grew up in the same area I grew up on Long Island. Long Island's not a big area. It's like 80 miles across or something like that.
I mean, yeah,
But it's just like
island.
it's crazy. It's just like it's crazy because we're all in different sections.
And she used to
Here's
beat
something
people up
funny.
when they were kids.
Where Bandit grew up, I was at that bowling alley and won a league championship when I was a kid. Like in the city she was, I won't say where she was born because privacy issues. I don't want to.
yeah.
But
Let's not.
Let's
Yeah.
not go there.
yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. She doesn't live there now, but she lives in another place in New York. But yeah, it was kind of weird. Like all the people that like you find on Facebook of all places, and just like, I found her on, I think me and Bandit were on the same competitive gaming website when we were both playing COD. Yeah, New York Strong. I think, I don't know, it was like Red. It was like some sort of like competitive gaming site 10 years ago. I don't think it exists anymore. But we were in the same area. We never would have to play, like we both played COD. She she would play Search and Destroy, which I called Camp and Destroy. And I always played Domination and Demolition, so we never got to play a lot with each other. I had to concede and go, all right, I'll play Search and Destroy because you played Search and Destroy, but I was fucking garbage at that game type. I fucking sucked at it. Everyone was carrying my ass in that game.
Hey, sometimes somebody's got to be picked up every now and again.
Dude, it was bad. Like, that's why I can't play Call of Duty anymore because there's a lot of running and sprinting, and it hurts the side. Like, I got that nerve damage on my thumb now. Like, I push down on it, and it feels like I'm hitting the nerve. So I can't even play as much as I want anymore. So I try to play with my controller just as little as I can. But people like it when I rage. But I don't even rage anymore. I get fucking mad. But I mean, I have my sound buttons. Like, I don't even have to rage anymore. I just go to my sound button and hit my sound button. And I just have all my stuff like this, like,
get shit on, kid.
And then this
he
one,
does that. He actually
get shit on,
his
kid.
own shit.
Yeah. And then, like, when I'm like just totally destroying kids,
I'm the chieftain, bitch.
that's what I usually say. And then, like, really, there's not a lot of campers in Halo, which is good.
Nice.
Fucking camper.
I'll do that. And then, like, if they really get me mad,
go step on a Lego.
That's what I'll drop. So, I mean, those are the buttons I just have. So, but
I mean, given what I've very, 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 very little of Halo I've played, camping is just not rewarding. There is no reason to camp. There's no really good place to camp.
You can't really get away with it in Halo.
You have to move. It's kind of like in Doom. You can't do that. It forces you forward, which is what makes it both so aggressive, but also if you've not played a horror game or you don't tend to play horror games, you have to go and confront, and it's not very comfy. But then once you start being able to realize, oh wait, I can just tear them apart. It's like, I have the power. I have the power now, and then just tear them apart.
The only time I'm gonna camp is like when I'm really low. Like, if I miss my first shot, I know I'm fucked in Halo. So I'll just slide in a corner for 3 seconds, re-energize, and come out, hit him with a couple of spam grenades, and hit him with a headshot. But
that's sniping. Okay, let's be honest. Sniping and camping are two different. What?
Go ahead.
What did you say?
No, there's a gun called the Spanker in Halo.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does.
It's a rocket launcher.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay.
It's the rocket launcher.
Oh, so to put it in some hip lingo terms, it claps them cheeks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I got a triple kill off of that damn thing.
Nice.
And one of them was myself.
Was I the only schmuck that was running around with the battle rifle, like getting trip kills, like the hard way?
No, because I was like that most of the time. But every time the Spanker came up, I rushed over to grab it so that nobody else would do what I did, which was fire one rocket to get a kill, and then turn around, see somebody come around, two somebodies come around the corner, and kill both of them and myself, and get a from the grave kill.
Right. Yeah. I noticed that some of the. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said most of the snipers are fucking garbage in that game, so they don't know how to fucking shoot people. So, like, if you attack them out in the open, that motherfucker, I don't know if you saw that guy out in the open, but that bitch was jumping back like he was hopscotching. Like, he doesn't know where. I'm just running at the bitch with my battle rifle. I'm like, you're fucking done, bitch. Like, you've got to switch weapons. Like, you're done. Like, I iced that dude. It's like, it's funny because I was at 5 kills and I cracked the 6th guy, and then I died.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think Hiro finished him off. But I cracked him. I had like one more shot on him, but I ran out of ammo. But I mean, I don't remember me that good at Halo. I was never that good at Halo. It was actually Savior was pro. Savior, one of the not founders, but one of the business partners at Lagging Out. He was a pro in the original Halo and semi-pro in Halo 2.
That's what
I can never get
about.
the energy sword, but I usually can ice the energy sword guy. because they get
yeah.
all they think they're completely unstoppable, and then you hit him with a sticky grenade, and then shoot him in the face, and then he's gone. So
Oh yeah.
get shit on, kid. So,
Meanwhile, Super Sledge.
but anyways,
Yep.
do we have one more subject before we go? Because Oni needs to get to sleep because you got to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, true enough, true enough. I've got several subjects to pick from, but I'm gonna pick one that's near and dear to my heart, referencing Nintendo.
Oh God.
Well,
What did they?
yes, what did they do indeed? Unfortunately, there was a recent it was, to me, it's a knee-jerk reaction. They put out a recent announcement that they were going to make an effort to have more female employees at the executive level, or at management levels. Not executive, I'm sorry, at management
United
levels.
States or Japan?
I didn't read that far into it, so I'm not sure. But my understanding of it is it's a knee-jerk reaction in reference to the Activision Blizzard dilemma.
Uh,
And it makes sense because there's been a lot of investors that have pulled out of Activision and Blizzard.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Average.
I just got hit
happened?
with a 10-minute to swearing.
Oh damn.
Man,
Was
it
it one
sounds
of
like
us who
the
did it?
No.
F the chat.
We have a mute-a-mouth here. It's the same thing that you have.
Yeah.
I think it's just 5 minutes because I have ADD and my fucking head will explode like scanners. If you don't understand the reference, just look up scanner head explosion. You'll understand what I'm talking about.
No, I'm familiar with it. Regrettably.
But I'm just gonna be quick about it. When I started reading those headlines, and just like anybody else, I got baited in, and I started reading. And really, what it is it's a knee-jerk reaction to Blizzard and Activision with that lawsuit, because they've had a lot of investors pull out. There's been a lot of other drama that's
You said
come around.
pull out.
I know. Right? Giggity giggity. But
I'm such a 12-year-old.
And thank you, Dark Nova, Nintendo America. But what I will say is that there seems to be a major there seems to be a trend amongst corporate America at the moment, and there seems to be this social credit score, I'll call it, for companies where investors are going to look, and big people with big money are going to look at a company, look at its demographics, and be like, is this company socially acceptable? Do they have the right numbers in their management positions? It just seems like more and more companies are making these decisions to make these statements and trying to make more efforts to become more diverse and XYZ and blah blah blah, up down left right start select, if you get the
But
reference.
not in the way that actually means quality. Not in the way that it means
when they
character.
stop caring about making money, that's where one should be concerned.
Yeah, I will admit I was very concerned.
I stole that from Newsmax.
Good call. I was becoming very concerned when I was reading the article, but to me, it's come out to be a little bit of a nothing burger. I'll put it that way. But I'm paying attention because Nintendo has been one of those guys over the last 3 years, one of those companies that have been very much sticking to their guns, sticking to what's making them money, and not falling prey to a lot of the weirdness going on in the world today.
I like where this is going.
When they start getting shit on Twitter, they haven't been quick to bend the knee, as they like to say.
The concern I do have about this, though, from how I would react, which I'm not saying would be appropriate, if I were told today that, hey, Oni, you were hired by the place you work at because you are a female and sort of a minority demographic. Instead of, we liked what we saw on your resume, but we really liked when we were able to speak with you, as close to face as possible,
Right.
and we really liked who we saw. We wanted we wanted you on the team. If someone told me I got the position because of some things I didn't get to choose,
Right. You'd be fucking insulted, right?
Yeah.
I would consider quitting. I don't give a shit about the benefits. I would consider quitting because everything I have done up until now would have meant nothing.
Oh shit.
So
did you read that?
I understand.
Yeah, I see that.
Bandit just said something that agrees with you. She's like, well, you can't get a promotion at Apple unless there's enough diverse applicants. So there's that.
Oh, some theaters are saying we're not going to close the job pool until X amount of people of this, that, and the other are in the running for this position. And I think that's dangerous because are you willing to wait forever? Maybe someone doesn't want that position, or maybe you've closed the door to someone who was the fit for you. I know where they're coming from, and I know many are trying to come from a good place. I know there are some fake actors out there, but the way they're going across, I think, is more dangerous than they realize. And some of them are knowing it's dangerous and wanting it that way. But
come at me, I fucking dare you.
I don't think that's a good idea. And for Nintendo of Japan to not be saying, we are not playing by those rules. We are Nintendo. Just because you're in America doesn't mean you get to play by some other game. This is still our name. It worries me. It's not that I don't think women or minorities can't be in those positions. It's that if you're saying that that's going to be the reason why they get those positions instead of because they're good at their job and because they have what it takes, or you think you can really nurture something in their leadership abilities, you're going to set them up for failure, and it's going to break them, and you will be at fault.
This is a side of Bandit I've never seen before. So when an all-American looking white guy applies for a promotion, he can't even interview for it until there's enough diverse applicants in the pool. It's 100% wrong. I agree, she says, like with you. Yeah. I have a story with that too. When I was at Sony Pictures, I think I've said this story a couple of times, but there's some new chatters in here. But when I was at Sony Pictures, I was doing shots for a movie. I got 11 of my 14 shots got in a movie, and same as this other woman, a couple with only an undergrad degree, with not the experience I have, finaled the same amount of shots, and then since she was, let's say, in relations with a supervisor, she got signed on to 2 or 3 more movies. One of which was
you should have took care of him.
Right. It was LA, so but
yep,
that happened. I think
California
it was
for you.
The sequel to it was a Johnny Depp movie. It was he was the Mad Hatter, Into the Rabbit Hole, the second movie,
Alice in Wonderland.
The next one. Yeah, and she was a little bit younger, and she started a relationship with a like, just to show you know, she was entry level. So it's entry level, senior artist, lead, supervisor. That's the hierarchy at Sony Pictures. And so that happened, and I was stuck in LA without a job. So I tried to get on a show called, a movie called, it was called Rapunzel, which was later named Tangled. And I tried to get on that movie, and I never got it. So I had to leave the LA.
No, that worries me too, because it really only makes it more difficult for those who are really putting in the work to be taken seriously, because it's like, oh, are you sure you didn't just sleep your way to the top?
Yeah,
and it's unfortunate the stereotype more females are going to have. That's the uphill battle of it.
Right.
Okay? I'm not saying that every guy thinks that every gal thinks that anyone ever really thinks that, but when you hear of actual instances of it happening, it makes it very difficult to trust. It's frustrating, it's difficult to trust, and it makes you really question, did they hire me for what I can offer, or did they hire me because I fit a certain bill? And so help me, that I don't want to live my life that way. It's insulting.
I'm gonna give a shout out to one of my friends that just made the first time appearance. What's up, Blue Trina?
And Breda Bandit, yes, we did play it. We did play it. Everybody loved your reaction. They're like, and it's pronounced Reese's, not Reese's, just so you know. It's my favorite candy that I can't pronounce.
It's a regional thing. I swear it's a regional thing.
It is a regional thing. You're right. It depends on where you are.
But I find out, totally unrelated. Coworker of mine ate at a Chick-fil-A for the first time. They started opening Chick-fil-A's out here.
Uh-huh.
And she said she had a wonderful experience.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, it's good to know that Chick-fil-A is doing the Lord's work with their chicken. Also, very nice eggplant. He looks very concerned. Now he just looks high.
I can't even keep up with chat right now. It's going so fast.
Oh my gosh.
It definitely is. What up, Blue?
Definitely know what she's.
If you could do the damn job, do it. Should be said and done. Yep, you're right.
Yep.
And
female
I've always
developer,
been one
female
to
competitive gamer. I feel this shit so hard, to be honest. I would imagine so. Actually, a little thing that I'm sure I could. I'm sure Soda the eggplant can relate. Where we're teaching game development, and in our classes is actually 50-50 now, 50 female, 50 male. And you know what? The work that's coming from the females is actually better than the males. And just looking at the quality of work, it's just like the females are doing a little bit better than the males now. It's kind of like they got to get gooder, bro.
I think the females have something they want to prove, and they put a lot more effort in. I give it that.
I've noticed that a lot.
But I think also in a way it makes sense, because a lot of women are being told you have to work harder, you have to work harder than all the guys, you have to work harder than all the guys. But now we're also telling guys, well, what's the point? Society doesn't need you, but we still want things from you that you have never been taught how to give. So these guys aren't putting in the effort that they could. Or, and I'm sure some of them, it's just they don't have the skills or the attention, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot going on, and it does not bring me very good vibes.
To read what my friend Blue here is saying, what happens from having to, quote, nice your way out of situations a lot of the time, you build higher visual and linguistic response that directly translates, man, I can't talk today, to shit like VFX.
Words are hard, dude.
100%. I would definitely mostly agree. Don't have anything really to disagree with there. It makes sense. It's just this whole thing with Nintendo and them making a statement about making an effort to better diversify their management roles in their U.S. office. It concerns me, because a lot of what I've been seeing is diversity for the sake of diversity, not diversity that is proven through quality of work.
Or experience.
An experience. That's like it's been happening a lot lately, and that's just, I really think that people should just be hired on the merits of their work, not what color they are, not what's between their legs, not who they're sleeping with. None of that crap. None of that matters. It's if you're there to do a job.
It doesn't matter.
That's
why I had so many women in my cabinet working for Trump. They're amazing. They work hard, except for Omarosa. She's a bit of a bitch, but everybody else was fine. But real quick, I'll play this really quick for.
Oh my gosh!
I'll play this one more time. This is Braided Bandit's reaction to me giving her 5 pounds of Reese's on her stream.
No way. It's my favorite candy.
That's hilarious.
I'm so dead right
It is
now.
comically long. It's just.
I can't even. That's how long I've been friends with Chief.
Just a whole ass bag of Reese's.
It's a 5-pound bag of Reese's. It's
my
5
God.
pounds. Look, I'm not bullshitting. Look,
6
Oh
fucking
my
pounds.
God.
a 5-pound bag of Reese's.
Or 400 hours of
Oh
cardio,
my fuck.
Yeah, right.
right?
Blue
I'm
Trina
gonna-
calls it.
No
She's calling you out,
way.
Brandit.
It's my favorite candy.
I hate it when it
New
looks.
Yorker
I
for
can't
you.
get it out.
I want a soundboard from Braided Bandit, Chief. I
Seriously,
want a
that's
soundboard
New
of her
York.
saying, "Bite me" in her New York
can't even-
accent.
There we go. I'm sorry about the double. I just noticed it was doubling over. Sorry. But let's see. My
Levels
job,
of
streaming, gaming, paintball, and every other sport I played, all male dominated. She was the first female on the national paintball team. By the way, she's
That
fucking.
is a-
She's the fucking real deal. Like little girls would come up to her and ask for their autograph. Like I've seen photos.
Deserved. Well deserved.
She fucking kicks guys' ass. The reason why she retired, she's like, I got too old and guys got too fast. It's like just like another
Damn.
sport, you know. It's just like I'm not gonna reveal her age, but she's like, it was time for me to retire. So I'm like, well,
22,
go out on top.
23.
I go, if you want to go out on
Don't
top
try
at age
guessing.
25, Bandit, go for it. Let's see. So,
Yeah, when you hit 23 in the sports, you kind of
right,
gotta hang
same
it up.
Braided Bandit, but this is weird because it gets the IR females in the office unless I came across a raging lesbian, which it isn't exactly a lie, but I should have had the project a specific persona just feel safe.
Project,
Oh,
not a
sorry,
project.
I'm sorry. It says project a specific persona.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. And I just kick ass on all of them. Yep, that's what she did. I've seen the videos. Fuck it, she said. That is literally fire. That's referring to the video. And then Blue Trees goes, Reese's, laugh my ass off. And then she also says, I've never heard it said that way. I'm from New York. It's Reese's. I'm from like 20 minutes from where I used to live, and we said Reese's. I don't know. And she says, fight me. No, thank you. Laugh out. I love it.
Chief,
Done.
Chief,
Reese's
I
soundboard.
demand.
Thank you. Legit got too old. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go out, Bandit, go out on top. That's all I'm saying.
Giggity.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Chief,
yeah.
I'm demanding a soundbite of Braided saying Reese's and fight me in her New York accent.
Well, if she, we'll talk. I don't like asking too much from my friends, but I just feel weird.
This is
asking.
too perfect.
I know, but I already asked too much of her. So, but we'll see. Like if she wants to bring it over to me, it's fine. But
You know what? I already
'cause I don't
know
like-
a quick way to get her to say yes. Give her a 6-pound bag of
Give
Reese's.
the woman what she wants.
give the woman what
Get
she
her the
wants.
If she can eat ice cream, give her the ice cream. I think they make coffee creamer for that. So if she wants coffee creamer, we can sweeten the deal with that.
We're just gonna
I
throw
mean-
all the Reese's at her.
All right. Like
We
I'm
can make
not-
a blanket.
I'm not sure where she is. Like I know where she is, but you guys don't. But there is a Reese's peanut butter cup sundae made by Friendly's. I want to know, Bandit, is that your favorite sundae at Friendly's? Because I know you've gone to Friendly's. I know you've gone to if you're from Long Island, you've gone to Friendly's and you know what the fuck I'm talking about. That was the greatest sundae ever. Not the Reese's Pieces.
100%, she just said.
100%. See, this is my goal right here. That's my favorite fucking ice cream at Friendly's, and there's no Friendly's in Florida. I'm so fucking pissed about that. So
Hey, there's a 7-Eleven where I am. That's a surprise to me.
yeah, but a Friendly's is kind of like an ice cream shop. It's like burgers and fries and that sort of thing. But
Yeah, but 7-Eleven used to sell Pokemon cards by the gym pack.
All right, Blue
This is-
Trina, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Check your Discord DMs. Am I
We
in
have a
trouble?
lot of new faces today.
No, but you got it on the stream, and you probably don't
Oh,
want to
she
project
gave me
that.
the audio for it.
Yes.
I'm from New York. Fucking fight me. I'm from New York. Fucking fight me.
You guys hear it? Can you
I'm
guys hear
from
it?
New York. Fucking fight me.
You can't hear it? All right.
This is going through
She
the
says,
screen.
I am from New York. Fucking fight me.
Like,
That's
fight me,
Says,
bitch.
thank you,
should've said, "Fight me,
Bandit.
bitch."
Thank you. You're a sweetheart. I love you to death. You know that.
Aw, you Brady Bandit.
She does too much for people. She's too nice. Her fucking stream team, thank you so much, is like they're her little acolytes. Like they're so good. Like she'll say it. She like talks them up. They do so much. So like and so just for her to do that for me, I appreciate it. Thank you, Bandit.
Awesome.
You don't do enough. If you don't feel like you do enough, you can give me 50% off of my MacBook Pro. You can hook a brother up. I already know what I want. It's totally the new series. It's the 16-inch monitor. It's the 8 TB drive and everything all loaded out. I think it's like $6,028. The closest Apple store to me is Altamont Springs, Florida, and I'll be more than happy to pick that up. Thank you for the follow, Blue. Appreciate it.
Hey,
That's my friendly love right there. She
hey,
loves
Brandit,
us.
I'll take
Maybe not.
15%. I'll take 15. I'll write you a check. It's not made from Goodyear. It won't bounce.
He said checks in the mail. Damn.
No, literally, I'll write her a check. She'll know. Like, we've done so much shit for each other for over like 10 years. Doesn't matter. Like, I would have her over for I'll have her over for like holidays and shit. She's like family. She's good people. But yeah.
That's what I call friends right there.
Yeah.
Damn! Braided.
Wait a second. Brandon gifted a tier sub to Soda, Blacklight Oni, Chieftain, Hiro,
Everybody.
and Blue.
thank you.
Bandit, thank you so much. You don't have to do that. You're my friend. You don't have to do that. Just the fact that you're here is good enough. Thank you. That's
And
so
that you
that's so
help
nice.
us contact you.
Right. Like you give us stuff to talk about. Like we always rave about our stuff. Blue, thank you for the follow, by the way. We've never had so many follows and like subs.
This is good.
Like we don't do it for this, guys. And like I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna pull a Bandit like a 350 sub like cry like session here. Sent 3 or 4 of them. Thank you. I didn't sub.
No, and the chat was really active.
I know,
like,
Blue.
and
I know you
more
didn't.
active than previous weeks.
Blue, I know you didn't sub. I know you followed. I thank you for the follow, and I appreciate that as well. Follows are I'm so grateful for that as well. We all are.
Yes.
I didn't sub. Brandon gifted it, and then okay, well, Chieftain, I have to do this once. At least once. Buffalo
We're
and
gonna
Chain
mute
Grab.
you.
Is it a mute?
He might. There it is.
Oh,
Cowboy
wear
hat.
cowboy hat. Oh shit!
Oh!
All right, the cowboy hat's in my closet because no one redeems it. So
Oh.
let me go grab it really
Until
quick.
now.
You
Hey,
gotta
I'll
move
wait.
While
around
you
the
guys talk
bodies.
amongst yourselves.
He's gonna move the bodies around and find
Yeah, hold on, I gotta-
cowboy hat.
And
See,
he has to move some of the skeletons.
Hey guys, the
you
only
know.
reason why my system is about $13,000 is because I can do this. Hold on. Let me go to here.
Because he can talk into his mic like
Oh,
everybody
watch,
else.
it goes like this. It goes.
Right?
Oh, he's got the table.
I got the
I
upper
forgot
desk.
he's got the freaking hydraulic table.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna try to. No one needed to see that.
Buffering the streams, man, that is annoying.
That happened to us, 2 weeks ago?
Oh my god, yeah, Twitch was retarded a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we were off last week, so it was the week before that, it was complete shit.
Hey, gotta get swifty.
Gotta get swifty in here.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm trying to crack my back. Oh gosh. I hope my phone isn't
Great. Now I
picking
look
those
like my
sounds.
profile pic on Facebook.
Now it looks like he's from the grand old state of Texas.
Woohoo!
Not everybody. Texas is a cowboy town.
This is my impression of Nick Merckx.
What? Hell no.
Yeah.
Get that shit
I got
off
the
your
fedora. I
head.
have to
Bandit,
keep
hey.
up.
Hey, Bandit, I'm Nick Merckx.
Fine.
I'm Nick
Everybody
Merckx.
else is wearing something.
Oh, shit. Trying to get Swifty.
Hurrah.
There we go.
There we
My
go.
mother got me this hat. It is very toasty and covers my little ears.
Okay, bro, Twitch has been
Thanks.
buffering my streams, and it's
I
pissing
love
me
Nick
off.
Merckx.
Buffering. It happens twice a week, and it's annoying. Get Swifty. Did you ever see my imitation of him? I love Nick Merckx. I know you love Nick Merckx, because that's why I did the impression, because I know you would appreciate it. I want to cry when I see his setup. It's like, it looks so good. But like he gets like
Nova goes, "Oh Lord, what have I done?" Everybody's got hats on.
I mean, yeah.
even
right.
Soda has one.
I got
I mean,
my
he always
steampunk
had
one on.
Yeah,
His cave is disgusting.
Fucking sick. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, is that the fedora that Oni said she's gonna bury you in?
That's
Yeah, it is. She threatened me just a second ago, and I was like,
gotta
"Nah,
Twitch
man, I
clip
gotta keep
this.
up with Chieftain." So she busted out her hat.
I gotta Twitch
It
clip
makes
this
me
shit. Yeah, look at all the crazy hats. We're fucking crazy.
Yeah. All right, I can't do this because my headphones aren't made for it.
Yeah, I'm just wearing mine like Princess Leia. Like my things are down, so you can't even
You
see
look
my
just
eyes.
like
I'm
her.
like crazy. I have the black hat. I can't even get close to my mic. It's just like, ugh, it hits my head.
The hat is too mighty.
I have the mighty hat. I feel like I'm going to wrangle some crocs.
Oh God.
That's not a
Yeah, you
noise.
just gotta-
This is a noise.
This is the
You
greatest.
gotta
stream.
get your last.
I'm gonna tell you guys, this is like the funnest stream we've had in a long time.
I'll admit
This
it.
shit is
yeah.
fucking fun. So, and my throat doesn't even hurt, so it's good.
I was gonna say something, but I would have gotten
Yeah,
us so
don't say
demonetized.
that. Don't say that. 10-gallon
And
tea
it would've-
bags.
And if honestly, if Oni had said it, I just have this image of my head and this thought of what she would have actually said, and it would have been so appropriate coming from Oni.
No problem. You know, it'd be a real shame if we just kind of like shipped an alligator or a crocodile to Chieftain.
You still have a
I-
baby one.
I
I'll get
think
him one here from
I'll
Texas.
hit it with my
We'll
9
send him over there.
millimeter. I'll have some nice boots.
I don't know about that. That 9mm is kind of a small round. That bullet
That's
might
all
just
right.
ricochet off.
Hey, we got ARs here too. We got ARs, revolvers, 9s,
Okay, there you go.
38s. We're good.
Historically speaking,
This is
though,
Florida, bro. They,
alligator-
like when you're born, they give you a gun, so it's just like
No, that's
like
Texas.
same thing.
Or is that
But-
only when you buy a car?
like Texas,
Oh.
Texas, and Texas.
When-
I live there too, so
when you look at history, crocodile and alligator skin was used as armor by early peoples. So that, I mean, it's kind of like shark skin being used as sandpaper back in the day. That it's because
I
they
gotcha.
technically don't have scales. Sharks don't have scales; they have denticles, which feels kind of like sandpaper.
That sounds so weird.
Giggity.
Did you just say testicles?
It does, but like so, like if you were to look under the microscope, you would see that it's kind of like almost like looking at almost like a 3D printed surface where it's got little,
Yeah.
little triangles all over it. So it feels rough.
Never try to pet a shark backwards. You'll cut your skin.
More like the
Noted.
shark will come back in seconds. Yeah, so just like fun random things. So yeah. Personally, I just don't like wearing reptile skin because I like reptiles. Probably more than should really make people feel comfortable because I'm like, oh look, it's so cuddly. That thing wants to kill you. Yeah, that's like half the charm. You know, it's just
Half the
probably-
charm.
I mean, it would explain a lot because, yeah. I mean, just look at Australia. most of that landscape wants to kill you. And then there's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
animals. And then there's the
If
water
landscape's
around
not going to
us.
kill you, the government is.
If not, the women will. Oh, wait.
It's like, did you hear someone escaped from the quarantine camp and they were hunting them down? It was on the Australian news. It was they're like, wait a second. That sounds like it almost sounds like someone escaping an internment camp or a concentration camp. They left the corona camp when they can't find them. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with Australia, dude? They're like putting people in fucking camps.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
I mean,
Get gooder.
this isn't
Good, motherfucker.
not really related and really kind of puts a damper on how serious the situation is. They did try to wage a war against emu,
Yeah, and they lost.
and they fucking lost.
Get
Did you
killed.
know about this, Chieftain?
Against emu?
Did you know about this, Chieftain?
What's
Yes,
that context?
Oh yeah.
What happened was World War II. Okay, kind of like in America, Australia was also going through a very bad dry season, like drier than normal. So it was very difficult for the
Sounds like my
crops to grow.
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, what ended up happening was a lot of it was actually because of emu. There were a lot of emu populations, and the thing is that they had gotten so out of hand. They were whatever crops could grow were being eaten and decimated by the emus. And if you've never seen an emu, Google it and probably don't go any farther than that because that's a big fucking bird. Okay.
Effectively,
I'm
yeah.
from New York. Fucking fight me. I'm from New York.
That's
Fucking
a-
fight me.
They are not
Did
nice.
you hear that?
Okay.
Yes, I heard that. That was awesome.
Maybe not as mean as cassowaries, but pretty close. So what ended up happening was a lot of the farmers were like, look, if you want food, we need help. And we don't have enough rounds to take care of these damn birds.
Come
so
at me, I
they're
fucking
like,
dare
okay,
you.
fine, we'll hire, like literally 3 people to take care of the emu problem and one, like maybe 2 loaded machine guns with, a couple thousand rounds. Well, the thing is that emus, for starters, again, super durable and take a lot of hits. 2, the way they divide up when they sense danger makes them a lot more difficult to hunt.
Yep.
And 3, those early machine guns, which it was still pretty early for a machine gun, okay, didn't have a lot of range. So you kind of had to be pretty close to the emus. And remember, emus run fast. So long story short, there weren't that many